Welcome to Virtual Mimics and Gimmicks, where a bunch of idiots pretend to know what they're doing and in the process torment me with their vicious mockery. I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and player punching bag Anastasia. Playing Troy, our half-wood elf ranger with a taste for bear blood, is Sean. We've got Ryan playing Viren, our full cleric who prefers liquid courage, and Tatiana playing as Poopers, our wily tabaxi barbarian. And finally, we have Amanda playing Eravir, our sexy high elf sorcerer with hair and heart of gold. Are you ready for the recap? You're muted.
Yes.
Okay. Last time on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z, our heroes wrapped up their business in the Warden headquarters at Redcliffe before beginning a grand adventure into the depths of the Underdark. Under the leadership of gnomish captain Fen Artoria, better known as the Wolf of the Abyss or the Abyss Walker, our heroes ventured toward the Cornum Mountains. At its roots, they encountered the Twilight Gates, which allows passage along the Great Descent to the Underdark. Eventually, the large expedition party that our heroes were partaking in arrived at the Warden encampment next to the town of Kao, a ramshackle set of slums occupied by drow. As described by Captain Artoria, the occupants of this town tolerate surface dwellers, but are not particularly fond of nor welcoming toward them. After a series of large, repetitive monologues in which leadership reiterated the intense danger of the Underdark, our heroes took the plunge and began their exploration in the deep, vast, unknown Underdarkness. What awaits our adventurers in this foreign land? What is there to find in this mysterious abyss? Will they live to see the light of day again? All this and more, now, on Dungeons & Dragons Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yay.
You guys didn't do much last session, so that one was a little tight.
Oh, excuse me. We played some sports ball real good.
Well,
Yeah.
we did.
All right. So, to just kind of reiterate for our players and viewers, the rules of how this is going to go. You're exploring Cavern Offshoot 31C in the Underdark, a few hours away from base camp. The path to and from the start of 31C is fairly safe. So, as a rule, as long as you can make it back to the entrance, getting back to camp generally won't be a problem, but it's not impossible. You'll run into something there. We're going to track your progress of exploring the caverns through exploration points. So, if you choose to travel quickly, you'll gain up to 3 exploration points, but you'll also face up to 3 encounters. You're at a heightened risk of ambush, are less likely to find treasure, and are more likely to have your path partially reoccupied upon return. If you travel at a standard pace, you gain 2 exploration points and face up to 2 encounters, having an average chance of everything. And if you travel slowly and carefully, you gain 1 exploration point, meaning it will take you much longer to reach your goal. That I, as a DM, am guaranteeing you exists. And you'll face at most 1 encounter. You're at a low risk of ambush, but have a high chance of finding treasure, and the likelihood of path reoccupation is low. The way we're handling ambushes, as most creatures of the Underdark are very stealthy, is by standard mechanics, meaning I roll stealth checks for enemies, compare them to your passive perceptions, and everyone whose passive perception is below my stealth check is surprised and does not get a turn in the first round of combat. A few other things to consider. The Underdark has reduced the power of so-called plot armor from negligible to non-existent. Enemies will be fighting to win. That said, you have the ability to leave from the camp to the surface anytime you want. You also have access to the town of Kao, but you might want to watch yourself when you go there. You can flee from encounters, but enemies may try and pursue you. And the last thing to remember is light, noise, and other disturbing behaviors may attract unwanted attention in the depths. So if you blow up a cavern, you might attract another monster.
A fireball over.
Got it.
Accompanying you along your adventure in the Underdark is your drow companion Callie, who is a wizard of transmutation alchemist. And you've chosen to have her run a defensive build, so that's what we're doing. Do you guys want to jump right into it, or do you want to talk first? Currently, you're standing at the entrance to Cavern 31C, alone. So,
I definitely think our strategy should be to go slow and safely and not draw attention to ourselves, which I'm normally very bad at, but I'm going to try real hard.
All good things.
Poofers, by chance, do you want to be safe because there might be rats?
Yes, I do have some fears about the rats, and Barry, it would be really nice if I could just ride on your shoulders for this little adventure. You can throw me at the bad guys, it's fine. I just don't really want to be down there with the rats.
I start winding up my arm. Something that might help is if I use my duplicate to walk in front of us. As we heard from the captain, there are ambushes around here. It may be best if we put out something in front of us.
Can you see through Barry too?
Barry too. Yes? Yes? Can I, DM?
No.
I didn't think so.
Okay, so we'll just know if he's dying. That's fine. That's very helpful.
I mean, if you want to tell her, you can, just to make her feel better.
Yes, I can see through Barry too.
Insight check.
Versus deception.
18.
Nice.
18.
Oh shit.
Well,
Whoa.
again.
12.
Ooh.
5.
He's
Barry, I think you're full of shit. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just watch ahead of us. If something jumps into him, if there are a bunch of rats, I'm sure we'll hear them. It'll be fine. Okay?
Do we want to have a plan for what's around us? How we want to build out our formation walking behind Barry too?
Gosh, okay. See, this is the problem because I want to go first, but I also don't want to step on the rats. If somebody can make sure to have my back, like, okay, Barry, if you walk behind me and I say rats, then you pick me up. I could do that.
I think I can do that
Seems
at the very least.
Fair enough.
I'll stand behind Callie.
All right, Wizard is going in the middle. Let's do it.
All right. Then I guess I'll bring up the rear.
So we have
Trogdar in the rear.
Poopers,
You know.
Buren, Callie, Eravir, and Trogdor. Okay. Cool. So you guys are just ready to head in. You take a deep breath and go.
Very slowly, yes.
Yes.
So we
And
are
then we
moving.
have a nice strolling, careful walk.
Should I turn
Okay.
on some upbeat music?
Yeah, it's
Can
so,
into 31C.
So now that you've been left alone in the Underdark, it feels very lonely down
Dark.
here, to say the least. It is, you know, that episode of SpongeBob where it's not just darkness, it's advanced darkness.
Yep.
That is where you are. It feels like when you were on the surface and it was, nighttime out and a new moon, there was no moon in the sky. It was dark, it was hard to see, but it was nothing like what it is down here, which is just endless void. You can see not as far as you'd like to, but it's all black and white, and even then it's dim, it's difficult. You hear constant, skittering around you, maybe the tumble of a few pebbles or the walking of some unknown creature. Once in a while you hear a gurgle or a grumble somewhere from the depths. And then still there's the constant dripping of water or who knows what, just all around. This place is wild, but at the same time, just still. You're in a cave, you're surrounded by rock, solidity, things that don't move, and you've never felt so unprepared and so surrounded. So, if you'll open roll 20, please. I've put you on your first map where we need to have our characters appear in marching order.
Oh, Callie gets the cool. Didn't you draw that? That looks really good.
I did draw it.
Nice.
That's really good.
Missing 2 still. Thank you. So, here is the first kind of larger cavern you come across. It's the first time that your path changes from linear to a bit more open. There's that kind of like echoey ambiance around here that kind of indicates that something larger is up ahead instead of just a straight shoot in the cave. So.
Also, I should put up Biren 2 in front of us.
Oh, all right. Let me. You have access to him, don't you? The one that is just very slightly distinct.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's
But it is distinct.
That is the sketch before the final version of Biren.
It's noticeable. It looks good.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So, which way would you like to explore first?
Left. Let's just keep going left no matter what.
If Magnus was here, he'd say go right.
It's just gonna say
I'm
that.
sure. But he's
Always go
not.
right.
Well, I mean, technically he's with the... Yeah, where is Magnus?
He stayed at camp. He had a tummy ache.
Oh, okay.
Oh, poor Magnus.
Yeah, it's
Oh, the pain.
Is anyone else feeling really uncomfortable and not really liking it down here, or is that just me?
It would be quite nice without all the rats. Let me tell you, I actually don't mind it down here. The smells, the darkness, the bugs, but the rats.
No,
I could do without
I don't
the
like
rats.
anything.
Are you guys moving down?
Yep,
I thought you meant my left, not your character's left, by the way.
it's fine. We'll go right no matter what.
I'm sorry. All right. Is everyone following, I assume?
Yeah, I think
So-
we're gonna just kind of stay in our
Information,
order.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Poofers, as you kind of round this bend of rubble, you have to like, put your back to the wall and squeeze through a little bit.
Oh, it's gonna get claustrophobic.
It is. It gets very, very
How does
claustrophobic.
Barry get through there if I gotta squeeze through?
Well, it's kind of like in a video game where it forces you to go up against the wall no matter how big or small you are.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Guys,
So-
I don't really like confined spaces.
It'll be fine.
No, like it's a little too tight.
And Eravira, as you're pushing through this kind of a narrow space, you have your hands up on the rock against you to kind of like help push you through, and you feel something sticky, and look at your hand, and there's some like sticky substance on it. Clifford, as you walk more into this open area, watching Beer and Duplicate's fine ass swagger forward, you start to notice some material around the edges of the cave, and up toward the high ceilings. There's just kind of like clutters of something. It's very dim in here. It's hard to make out what it is.
Can I squint and try and see what it is?
Roll perception.
Erbir investigates the stickiness on her hands.
13.
Roll nature, both of you.
Seven.
Oh, it's gooey.
It sure is. You just kind of like flick it off your hands.
I rolled a
Wait, come
13
here, and
for
I just, like,
perception.
What did you roll for nature, Tatiana?
19.
Okay. You squint with your complex cat eyes, and it seems to kind of resemble like webbing. But it doesn't look like normal spider webs.
I'd like to smell it. Smell like spiders.
It's more like, it's not necessarily on the ground level, it's more up in the rafters.
Guys, does this seem like webs to you? Seems like webs to me. Barry, let me get on your shoulders real fast. I'd like to clamber up Barry's shoulders, whether he
I
agrees
let her
or
up.
not.
Alright.
And stand on his head and crane upward and see if I can see anything.
So the web, okay, spider web is very typically like fine white fibers. This webbing is like thick and kind of like tangled. It looks a lot less meticulous, or what's the word? Like spiders are very like graceful kind of.
Kinda
This feels a
intentional.
lot. I'm sorry.
Intentional.
Yeah, it feels a lot like more thrown together carelessly. Kind of like it wasn't like it's not an art like a normal spider web would be. Kind of. I like spiders.
This seems strange and not like the spiders that I'm used to. I wonder what's up with that. I know spiders have their webs. They're usually very careful about them, but this is just garbage. And I whisper up to the ceiling, hear that? Garbage! Trash!
The ceiling collapses down on you.
Poofers instead.
All right,
I'm out.
we're
All right.
Georgia?
Well, I guess we're just going to keep moving forward.
Were you able to see anything that caused those webs?
I don't think so, right, DM?
No.
Nope, just some skittering up there. Probably doesn't want anything to do with us. Even though I'm quite curious. Kind of want to know what made it so I can eat it maybe one day. I'm going to take some of the web and put it in a little container. Put it in my bag.
Okay.
Imbi will love this.
Nice. All right, let's have you move your characters as you're exploring, please. All right, let me reveal some areas for you. So, it is at this moment that all of you begin to notice a kind of unsettling presence. As, let's see here.
Anybody feel like they're being watched? I really feel like I'm being
I
watched.
feel like that ever since we stepped foot in Underdark.
So, Troy, you kind of get like a chill down your spine and look behind you kind of out of habit and see hanging from the ceiling from a very, very thick web is a enormous spider that kind of pulses it's black and it like pulses a very faint teal. It's not quite glowing, but it definitely seems supernatural in a way. And you kind of like let out a gasp as this happens, and you turn around to see it already there, but the rest of you are kind of like looking around in response to Troy's exclamation and see these other three enormous spiders sort of appearing out of nowhere. It's just kind of like they're phasing into existence right before your eyes.
Guys, are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Yep, I see some ghost spiders.
They're
I do.
everywhere.
I see them right there.
Giant
Okay.
spider things.
I see one behind us, and it sounds like you guys are seeing more in other places.
I'll need initiative, please. Where's this context channel or picture? There it is. There you go.
Our DM is posting in our Discord. You can go ahead and go to our Discord. It's down in the description below, so you can see all the cool stuff we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Spooky.
So, 20 plus?
Me, I got a mod 20.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oh,
I was using roll 20 to roll with the like DM thing, but it's being super laggy, so I'm a little bit different. I swear. Alright. So, Erebir. And then Viren. 15 to 20.
17.
They rolled really low on their stealth. Okay. 10 to 15.
I got 10.
So, top of the round. Erebir,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Reza. Okay.
Hey,
Thinking.
guys, I recommend we maybe focus on the one behind us, which is blocking our escape route, and then maybe decide if we want to go.
Good idea, Troy. You're the closest. Have fun with that one.
I'm gonna hit the one behind us with a ray of frost.
All right, you're gonna have to kind of bend around Troy to do that, which
I
is
have
fine.
spell sniper, so
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
$14 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
$14 damage,
All right.
Nice.
and now he's slowed as well.
Okay. So that is this movement. Viren.
The first thing I'm going to do with my action is to cast Bless on my 4 comrades.
Okay.
So they now rolling a d4 with your d20s on your attacks. And for my bonus action, I am going to bring out Dr. Ink, my spiritual weapon of Steinish description.
Sounds good.
Well played.
That would bring us to Poopers. You can
All
have
right.
access to your
Yeah, I'm going to see here. I guess I'll go support Troy. Hoover's is gonna sprint up to this other spider here. And let's see here. She's going to do a cool run off the wall and come down on the spider twice with her great sword. And let's see here. I rolled a 19 and a 21 to hit.
both hit.
Nice.
Oh, and as my bonus action, a rage. Alright. Spiders who spin webs incorrectly really piss me off. Okay. So that's gonna be 29 total damage.
Okay.
Just a heads up, Dr. Ink was supposed to attack my turn. It's hard for me to mute and unmute, so I couldn't say it as quickly. But I rolled a 21 and 7 damage to hit. Or 21 to hit, 7 damage. On the one that's next to Dr. Ink.
Okay. Cool. How does your invoke duplicity work with an enemy?
He can cast spells. I'll just look it up. But if I remember correctly, if they're within 5 feet, they can tell that it is a duplicate, an illusion.
When both you and your illusion are within 5 feet of a creature that can see the illusion, you have advantage on attack rolls against that creature.
Yep.
But okay, so they can still just attack you if they so desired.
Yeah, but until those guys get in range, or unless they alert their allies that it's an illusion, they don't know though. Until they get to it.
Okay. Neat. Right. So it is 2 of the spiders' turns once I find their stat block somewhere in this mess of tabs. There it is. Poofers, you watch the one before you phase out of existence. And it is gone.
Oh, that's comforting. Okay. Hey
Um,
guys, the spider's gone.
Wait.
What do you mean it's gone?
Gone?
I mean, it just disappeared. I don't know where it went. It's just,
Right.
it was here. I smacked
Everybody
it
look
and it
around.
left.
Did he pop up somewhere else?
No, it disappeared. Literally disappeared into thin air.
this spider over here makes a move around Dr. Ink. Did we decide he can make opportunity attacks? I don't think so.
He can't.
Yeah. And is going to try and attack this illusion. with a 15. So that should dispel the illusion, right?
It doesn't dispel the illusion. It now knows it's an illusion.
Okay. And then this one also phases out of existence. Which brings us to Callie's turn.
All right, guys. I don't think these are gone. So stay sharp.
Yeah, Barry, don't you blink in and out of existence sometimes? Sometimes you're just gone. I don't know where you went.
I'm
Then you're
really
right
hoping
next
that's not what they're doing because
Just keep
they
your
can all
wits
just kind of
about
move
you.
around really quickly.
Ooh, she doesn't want to use her high level spells yet. This is unfortunate. She'll cast Frostbite on one of the spiders, which is just a cantrip. It fails its save and takes full damage and has disadvantage on an attack. So, noted. She attacks this spider with a. She loads one of a blue filled vial into her little crossbow thing, mixes it with a catalyst, and then aims it across the room around Barry at that spider. And hits it. It kind of like explodes into a little cloud of ice before dissipating, but the spider does not seem particularly phased. Which brings us to Troy's turn.
Okay. I think we should all kind of stick to one target, guys, as we move along and try to even the odds. So I'm gonna. How far am I from the one Callie I just attacked?
Well, you can move if you want to.
Well, I don't. Okay.
I'm not sure that the ruler is accurate right now, actually. 2, 3.
Well, I mean, my longbow has a range of 150, so
Yeah.
it should be
You
okay.
can hit them.
I think all okay. So
It's up for the task.
yeah, I'm gonna. At this point, I'm just gonna notch 2 arrows at the same time and take a double shot at it here.
Okay.
1 second.
Don't forget to roll your triangles.
Got it. All right. So 19 plus 8, 20, 30, and 23 to hit. 30
Okay,
and 23.
Both of those hit you.
Evaporate.
Okay. And then 17 combined.
Nice.
10 and a 7.
Cool.
And then I want to
to
see how it looks afterwards.
It looks alright still. Not like super healthy, but it looks pretty alright. This spider is going to move up to Viren and make an attack at him.
He's gonna try.
With
Right.
a 17. Yours is 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that misses, and then
Nice.
he also phases out of existence. And this one's gonna
Fun.
do the same thing. That one was a natural 20, so that one definitely hits you. Bow, 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 bow. Woo! Alright,
We don't celebrate those.
yeah, we do.
Just
On the
you,
DM
not
side.
us.
All right. What's the damage, DM?
Let's see.
What am I paying?
Well, so that's gonna be 8 piercing damage plus doubled 28 poison damage. So that's 36 damage in total. And it needs to be
Poofers points her arm at Baron and goes, no, not to spiders. And wall of ice comes up before you and reduces that by 9.
Okay. And I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
I'm sorry. 8 plus 36 minus 9. So -1,
35.
35.
25.
35? What did you say it was?
It was originally 28 plus 6, right? Which would have been 34.
Okay.
So minus 9.
25. And you need me to roll a Constitution.
My brain is just so big.
1 sec. 16.
Okay, you're fine. And then that one also phases out of existence.
So they hit pretty hard.
Yeah, everybody group up. Everybody group up.
Yeah,
Group up.
we need to take this pretty
We're still in
seriously.
initiative order, so it's Aravir's turn.
But where did they go?
I have no idea where they went. They were there and then they weren't.
Can I roll, like, is there some kind of hint that we can understand about these spiders? I mean, in the Discord, they look kind of spectrally, kind of ghostish.
Why don't you roll Arcana?
Okay.
And I'd like to roll and see if I've come across any of this while studying monsters.
Nature, please.
I like to
9.
look up.
8.
Okay. You look up, there's more spider webs up. Neither of you have any clue what these creatures are. But we're still in initiative order, so Aravir, what are you doing?
Right.
Do you want to move anywhere? Do you want to ready a spell?
I want to go home. Yeah, I guess I'll ready a spell for if they pop back.
What are you readying?
I'm gonna ready a chromatic orb.
Okay.
Poison.
All right. And do you want to move or are you staying where you are?
I'm sitting like freaking on Callie's butt.
It's like, I can't protect you. What do you want?
Meat shield. No.
She's like, oh,
Die, NPC!
I see how it is. I'm just, okay, fine.
I'm not feeling very safe right now, Callie, and your presence makes me feel better.
Uh-huh.
Die
We both know
for
that's
me.
some shit. Viren, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of squeeze into Callie from the front, so we're making a Callie sandwich.
She's like, what the hell? What are you guys doing?
Oh, she's gonna love
that,
it down
that
here.
stung kind of bad. And then, I have 2.
She's like, aren't you a cleric? Can't you, like, heal things or whatever?
I mean, that's the thing I could do. I am gonna use. Both my guys need bonus actions to move them. I'm gonna move my duplicate close to me. Dr. Ink is gonna stay there, and Dr. Ink's confused because it's in the dark, and he's just kind of like, "Why are all the lights out?" So he's just swinging away in the dark. And I'll use a cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Poofers.
Alright. I'm going to back up a little bit. There to kind of be more in the middle of everybody so I can jump no matter which way and go, okay guys, they're probably going to pop back in, find those spiders, they're going to want a piece of this. And I'd like to ready an attack for the one that pops in nearest to us, like to somebody.
Okay, so as long as it's within your reach.
Yeah. Can I? I can only ready one thing, right?
Yeah, so you can ready, like, a ranged attack. If you want to, but you have to choose melee or ranged.
To choose. I'm gonna wait for melee.
Okay. So you're readying melee. All right. As expected, 2 of the spiders do pop back in. One basically on Troy's ass, and the other one on Callie's.
Oh shit! Is that in range?
No, that is more than 5 feet away. And they're both going to make attacks.
Wait, so don't I get to hit them as soon as they
Yeah.
pop
So
in?
you can. Which one do you want to hit?
The one on.
So if you hit the one next
Callie's
to Callie,
squishier.
if you hit the one next to Callie, you have disadvantage because it's point blank. If you hit the one next to Troy, you don't have disadvantage.
I'll hit it next to Troy.
And it's also our escape route.
Okay. roll a hit.
And I'm also not an NPC.
Save the NPC, sacrifice Troy.
Oh.
We hardly knew you.
Troy, jump on the spider. We'll run over your back.
15
The
to hit.
NPCs have stories and quests, you know. That 15 does hit.
Okay. 11 damage.
Nice. This one looks very unhealthy right now. So they do both make attacks. Against Troy is a 21, and against Callie is a 13, which I think amazingly does not hit her.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, it hit her.
Damn.
Her AC's 11. Just kidding. So to Troy, you take let's see. A total of 22 damage between piercing and poison, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ouch. Okay.
And as that is happening, Hoofers looks at Troy, and you see this massive Goliath form of frost kind of come up above the spider and stomps on it. It doesn't really do much to the spider, but it seems to stagger it, so that damage is reduced by 8.
Nice.
All right, Callie
Yep.
takes 32 damage, so she's barely standing.
Ooh.
She's like,
Somebody drag Callie to safety.
she's like, don't worry, guys. We'll cough some blood.
Sorry, my con saving throw was a 10.
Troy, Callie passed hers. Troy, you start to feel some stiffness in your muscles, and
Ugh.
it's getting harder to move. You feel like very shortly you won't be able to fully control your body.
Guys, whatever that spectral spider just did to me is making it really hard to move my
Oh,
muscles.
sounds like paralysis. Okay,
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
I may only have a little left in me before you guys are carrying me out of here.
It's now Callie's turn.
Seal yourself, Callie.
She cannot heal.
She got health potions.
She does have health
Everything, Charlie,
potions,
kill it.
but I don't know if she's the kind of person to not go out with a bang. So she's gonna cast a 4th level chromatic orb. Which does hit a creature.
Decimates the spider, decimates the spider.
She does fire damage. Let's see. That was a fair amount of ones. For 33 fire damage to... Oh, she's disadvantaged to hit, actually. That still hits. The one next to her, which does a significant amount of damage, and then she's gonna pop a health potion. It is Troy's turn. You feel like you can fire up one more turn before you're gonna be donezo.
Okay. Is there enough distance between me and the spider to use the bow, or no?
Nope, you have to melee it, or take disadvantage on the hit.
That's okay. Can I hit it twice and take disadvantage on both?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna take everything I've got to like spin around to face the spider that just attacked me, despite the oncoming paralysis. Notch 2 arrows and fire both at the spider. Do I still get the triangle for the buff?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you make a concentration save when you took damage, Ryan?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, so both my attacks have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll both for first. Ouch. 3.
3 does
hit,
not hit.
So that does not
3.
hit. Yeah, it was in that one plus the buff. So.
Well, that one's gonna fail no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second one. Oh. I literally rolled the exact same thing on both sets of die. So 16 to hit on the second one.
Okay.
And okay, I'll just straight hit it. So I hit it for 7 damage.
All right, that is enough.
Got it.
So
You killed one with 7?
that one was
Well, I
already
also-
heavily damaged.
I also cranked on him the first round, so
yeah. So
me and Aravir.
Troy, you feel your muscles stiffening, and you take your first shot, kind of like you pull a bowstring to kind of like make it more flexible and loosen it up. You do that with your first shot, and just know it's gonna miss and let it loose. But you're using it as a way to kind of like loosen up your muscles to take out one last shot at this spider. And as it pierces its carapace, you see some like bluish oozing blood start to spill out before the spider falls on its back and its legs do the little spider death thing.
Nice.
Clifford licks their lips a
Wait,
little bit.
so real quick before we continue though, this is my first chance because I have that enhanced bow. So since I reduced it to 0, right, I get 2d6 10 hit points.
Yep.
So
Very cool, dude.
There you go.
Very cool.
Nice.
that's
Now you're
10.
using your
Awesome.
noodle.
That's 10. So
Awesome.
10. And then if it's dead, do I still feel the paralysis oncoming, or
Yes.
okay? I want to use my. How does Callie look? How's she doing?
She looks pretty dead.
Pretty hurt. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action for a rally,
Okay.
which I'm just giving her temp HP equal to a superiority die plus 2. So
And bringing out all the stops.
Attaboy.
7 temp HP for Callie.
So as you kind of like finish this creature off, you turn to your team and kind of give like a hurrah, and then that's the position you feel yourself tense up and kind of freeze in.
Oh,
As you're paralyzed, and then you just fall to the ground. So, yep, you can't move or speak.
oh okay.
So,
Good
good
luck,
goes.
everybody else.
It is now
least-
the other two spiders' turns, and they both appear here. One is going to make an attack at Pooh first, so you
And
can
he's
take
going
your...
to take an attack first, actually.
Yes.
So that I rolled already. It was a 23 and a mod 20 to hit.
Okay.
And that'll be 34 damage.
Oof.
Hot damn.
Nice.
Are they susceptible to fire damage?
Get him.
They
Poofer.
are not susceptible to fire
Okay.
damage. Good question, though. You said 34.
Yes.
This spider looks very hurt. The spider next to Callie looks not as hurt, but not doing excellent. And then the other spider is untouched. So now they get to make their attacks. One against Biren and one against Poofers. Not one against Biren, so you just
Woo!
it
Save.
appears you're
Cool.
it appears and you're like saw that coming and you just like pull out of the way.
You can dodge a spider, you can dodge a death.
Mage
To
style.
Poofers, it's a 19.
Yes, that does.
7 piercing damage, which because you're raging should be half to 3. And 16 poison damage with a con save, please.
That's a 12 for my save.
You're okay.
Jesus.
You're okay for now. Aravir.
I am going to throw out a chromatic orb of poison at this last spider. There's one, right?
I don't want to hit it with poison.
There are 3.
There's 3 still. Which one looks
Yes.
the worst?
The one that Poofers just hit looks the worst, which is this one. And yes.
This poofer's just cranked on it.
All right. I'll do actually cold.
Okay.
A chromatic orb of cold.
So you're hitting the one that she hit, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and fire that off.
15.
That does hit.
And then 13 damage.
Okay, that is enough. So you shoot out an orb of fire, which goes and as the spider is like rearing up for a second hit on Poofers, it hits a square in the spider chest and
Smashes little spider chest.
smashes it back against the wall it's next to, where icy veins start to kind of overtake it and push it up against the wall. Can I do a cool combo move here just for description? Does anyone
Oh,
care?
please.
So as Poofers, you see this opportunity of this creature freezing, and you're like, that'll shatter. And so you take your sword broadside and smack it against the frozen spider on the wall, which
Yes.
crumbles into pieces.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So this one is also dead.
Awesome teamwork, Poofers.
That was pretty sick, if I do say so myself. And I pick up a little piece of the frozen spider and I lick it.
It tastes like spider smoothie.
Oh, I start picking them off the floor until my turn.
And you think to yourself, this is probably a bad idea. They are very poisonous.
I save them in my pack for later.
Okay, you're gonna melt. Beerhan, it's your
Spider
turn.
chest. Okay. I am going to move Dr. Ink above to take a swipe at Spider next to Callie.
Okay,
That's a 21 to hit.
that does hit.
And that is 11 damage? Let me double check that real quick. I think it's 11 damage. And as Dr. Ink comes on him, he's like, sticks? And then a little tiny daddy longleg comes out. He's like, oh, they're over there. And then Sticks comes back in. Yep.
All right, good job. You have an action still, don't you?
I do. How is that spider looking?
He's looking unwell.
I was hoping that would get him. Okay, and then I have this problem in front of me. Let me move Dr. Ink, and I am gonna throw... I'm gonna throw something mean at the spider below me that missed. I'm gonna do a 3rd level inflict wounds.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
I had advantage too. I didn't even roll for advantage. Yeah, and that's gonna be 5d10. I'm using the new D&D Beyond dice rolling thingy. That's 9.
5d10.
Yeah, 9, 11. They were bad rolls though. 20 damage on a 5d10. Womp womp.
Okay.
And that'll do it.
Okay. Neat. Brings us to Poofers.
Oh yeah. Are both spiders still up?
They're both still up.
Alright. I'm gonna use one attack on one. Hopefully it downs it. So I rolled an 11 and I'm on 20. Does the 11 hit?
The 11 does not hit.
Okay. Then I'm gonna roll to the one. I'm gonna roll through Callie's legs. Be like, hiya! And I come.
She hovers a little bit off the ground, so she just kind of like spreads her
Yeah.
legs. And she's like,
My sword barely misses her as I tumble through, and I'm just going to smack this spider with the broadside of my sword and get it all sticky. And that is going to be 21 damage.
okay, that is enough to just destroy this spider. Are you trying to non-lethal it, or are you?
Oh no, I'm trying to like smash it.
Okay.
Not trying to not label
Are you
it.
going top down or side?
No,
She's
top down.
squishing it like the house spider it is.
Exactly, like if you hit something with a frying pan.
Right, that's exactly what you do. You slide her under her legs. It kind of sends Callie toppling in like a somersault as she struggles to regain her balance in her mild 0 Gs. And you bring your broadsword down and just smash this thing. And as you do, its green and blue guts fly all over the cave and splatter. And you hear several large chunks fall down that hole that was right next to it.
Oh god.
Um,
Nobody like that.
just falls into the void.
And I look over and I listen for drums in the deep.
Hmm.
You hear nothing. So
Good idea, though.
yes, that is your turn. Can you guys see the health bars on the creatures, by the way?
Nope.
Nope.
Can you see the labels?
Nope. Are we supposed to?
I was playing with. Oh, visible to everyone. Can you see anything now?
Nope.
No.
Can you hear me now?
All right, I'll figure it
Nope.
out on break. That's fine.
Okay.
So Poofers is done. The other spider is dead. It is now Callie's turn,
Get him, Callie!
and she's gonna cast Earthen Grasp. Strength saving throw. Ooh, nice. It failed. So you guys see you feel the ground start to tremble a little bit, and then see about 5 foot square in size, a large hand from the stone kind of like forms itself and brings itself and kind of like goes down on top of the spider, and it's like skittering to try and get out. It is not dead, but it is restrained. It only took 4 damage from that, which was really sad.
That was
That
very
was some-
showy and not very
some-
effective, Callie.
Real sad rolls there.
That was very impressive flair, Callie. Thank you.
She says
Very sparkly, wow.
it's stuck there at least. I mean, sorry, it'll carry a giant sword bigger than I am. She crosses her arms.
You should try it out one day. Very helpful.
Troy, it's your turn.
Mm,
Oh, yeah, you're done.
He goes,
mm.
There
You see
we go.
like the frozen little puff of like last bit of breath as I.
How's the last spider looking?
Pretty good.
Except being smashed under a giant rock hand.
I'm gonna second level chromatic orb him with cold again.
All right.
19, 25 to hit.
Nice.
That does hit.
Yes.
We're getting some pretty high rolls. And yet, I still feel like I'm getting my ass kicked.
Oh.
because you did. You took like most of your health in one hit.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
We do some math. Carry the 1.
That's why it takes you so long, math.
Yeah. All right. Bjorn.
Since it's grasped, is it technically grappled? Like if I move, does it have attack of opportunity?
It is restrained. So
Am I good in the hood, or what's up? What's
speed
good?
is 0, can't benefit. Attack rolls have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. It doesn't say that it can't make an attack of opportunity, though.
One of its little twigs is gonna take a swipe at me.
Yeah.
Just smash him. Barry, smash him.
Okay. I was just thinking about Troy in the backfield.
He'll be fine.
I'm just fine.
He's slowly turning his hand like. "Arr." How is the spider looking?
Can you see it now?
No.
Oh, he's looking
Not hot, probably. I'm assuming
not-
because we whacked
not
him for
great.
20
He's
and
looking-
21 and 4.
yeah, he's not looking super hot.
Mm.
Blow him up. Blow him up.
Kevin
More
just starts
spider
chanting.
goo.
I'm just trying to use the right spells because it's dark and I don't want to draw attention, and I have a lot of stuff that's gold basically. I'll have Dr. Ink shipped over and take a hit at him at first to see if he takes him out.
All right.
18 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
Yes.
And that's 8.
Oh, he's still up.
He's still up?
Like-
Aw.
He's just skittering
Okay.
in pain.
And then I'm just gonna take a whack at him with my big stein in my hand.
Okay, make an attack.
Across the face with a stone.
Yeah. 15.
Brutal.
15 hits, yeah.
Oh, thank God. And then that's rolling a d6. That's 6 damage.
Holding on.
Ah, come
Oh,
on!
no. You tried to save your spell slots.
I got
Alright,
3.
Peepers.
Shit.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Cut
gonna
off
look
its
at Mary's
leg.
like, really? I'm just gonna walk up.
This has never
and
happened
I am
before.
going to take my sword and go, hop.
Okay. I want you to miss. You haven't managed to hit.
Well, that's a base 19 for
Okay.
one hit, so I'm not gonna miss.
I think your minimum damage is higher than his remaining health, but let's see it anyways. Let's see how brutal this is.
20 damage.
Oof.
Oh. So you walk up behind Biren and you're like, really? And just take your... Are you smashing it or are you stabbing it?
I'm smashing it.
It's a
So-
spider.
You turn to Callie and you say, Callie, just 1 second, and she lifts the hand up. And you take that opportunity to just kablam! And now Biren is also covered in spider guts.
Don't lick it, Baron. I don't think it tastes very good. I tried it. Made my tongue turn blue.
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Hey, Barry.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
how you kill a spider.
I'll take notes.
All right. So, back to our paralyzed friend here. I'm gonna kind of take a look around and see if I hear anything else. I'm like, everybody, shut up.
Troy
Troy,
tries
shut
to-
up.
Roll perception, please.
Nat 20.
Oh.
You listen very closely and you're in your heightened sense. You allow your rage to quell as you take a deep breath and just become attuned with nature around you. And there is nothing that you can hear within immediate distance that you can perceive as a threat.
Okay, we're safe for now. Back to Troy.
Should we take Troy back to get him healed
Let's see.
first?
Well,
Callie, do you have anything for this?
I actually have something for this.
Barry.
Huh. Oh, so
Can't
now
kill
I'm useful
spiders.
again.
Can't kill spiders, but can sure help us out.
I'm gonna use Lesser Restoration on Troy, so he's not paralyzed anymore.
Okay. Troy, you feeling return to your fingers first and your toes. You start to wiggle them. And very, very quickly, as Biren is casting this spell over you, with a nice golden light from his outstretched palms that are like larger than half your body, you feel just like rejuvenated and are able to move again.
Oh,
Um,
that's better. Thank
how's
you.
everybody
No problem.
feeling? I'm pretty okay.
I
But
feel great. I mean,
Actually,
my hands are still kind of sticky though.
I'm actually okay.
I'm okay.
I got 15 on that
how you doing, Callie?
that heal.
She can I actually have her roll a perception check as she turns and like spits out blood and gives like a big thumbs up.
24.
8.
If Magnus was here, Coffee, Troy would definitely be fucked with while he's
13.
paralyzed.
7.
Only Baron. As with all of these things, you look real closely at the blood that Callie spits out, and even though you can only see in black and white, it looks a lot darker than the rest of the blood splattered in the room from other sources.
I take note.
Okay.
And then later I will talk shit on Callie.
So
Okay,
good.
Callie's pretty hurt. What do you guys say we just kind of explore this area right here and then turn back for the day? Restock. Because those guys were pretty tough and we just ran into them right out of the thing, so.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys
That's
want
good.
me to do a prayer of healing for everybody?
Oh,
we
that's
can
not a
look
bad
around?
idea.
Yeah, we're doing okay, but let's not risk it. Let's go slow and we've got quite a bit around us to explore. But by the way, I think I'm proficient with my cartographer's tools. So I'd like to kind of map this as we go.
Okay. Be the
During
map maker.
That is our job.
during the time where we're like out of combat and after we feel it's safe and all that stuff, can we just assume that I'm kind of
Yes, we can.
cartographying it up?
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good.
Awesome.
I'd like to go up to the spider that has not been smashed, which I believe was the one with the arrows in it.
Mhm.
And how big are they?
They are larger than you. They're
Oh,
giant
okay.
spiders.
I'm gonna break off one of its legs then, and one of its fangs,
You
and
can
it's
use it
kind
as
of like
a walking stick.
no. I'm gonna take them for Envy.
Okay, neat.
I did a prayer of healing, and everyone gets 11 HP.
Nice.
Thank you.
Do my temp hit points remain now that we're
Yeah.
out of combat?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think they have like
Like-
a duration till your next rest or something like that. I don't care.
So
Okay.
I'd like to take a look around this chamber that we're in and just see, does it just look like natural caves, or are there any signs of anybody being here before? Is there anything of interest?
So I'm gonna reveal the whole map to you. For now. No. So you spend some time looking around the corners and everything. I need investigation.
$14.
3. My investigation is a -1 for the moment.
16.
I also got 16.
I'm
It
a,
says
I'm a
I
stick.
have advantage on some of this stuff, but I don't know where that came from.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could like click on the advantage and see why? Wouldn't that be like a good feature?
I don't feel like this was there last week, and I haven't made any changes.
Yeah, they have the dice roller in alpha, so like fucked everything up. All right. So collectively, you're able to work together to help Troy find his way around the room.
Yeah, the cartographer has like no chance.
Yeah, so as you kind of explore the more compact areas of the cave, little corners and everything, these spider webs grow thicker in those areas, kind of like denser. And I assume you like search those. You just like,
Yeah, I'm gonna dig through them.
okay. As you guys all look around, dig through them, you find a small collection of bones throughout. Some of them look humanoid. Some of them look less than humanoid.
How many rat bones?
Like at least 6 bones. Not
Humanoid bones.
Further, you work together to pull apart one especially large like sack, and there is a sort of half digested / rotten / whatever spiders do to their prey dark elf. It looks like it's been sucked dry. It's like all of its skin is clinging to its bones very closely, and it has its hands like clutched together like this.
Oh yeah, they worship spiders down here, don't they?
Oh, they do.
Yeah, I don't know if I would really want to go up to these things and pray that they wouldn't hurt me, or maybe he's praying that they did hurt him. I don't know.
Maybe it's like self-sacrificing.
Is there anything in like near this area that he would have dropped or anything like that?
Apart from the kind of like rotten clothes on his bones, there's not anything obvious.
Is there
around.
anything in his hands?
Yeah, can we search the
No,
contents
so
of his?
Pry them apart and they like crack. Some of his fingers fall off. And there is a metallic amulet engraved or inlaid with the obsidian likeness of a spider on it.
Oh, good find, Aravir. Way to desecrate the corpse to get that loot.
Hey,
Way to
it's
go.
not the first time we've desecrated corpses for loot, okay?
I mean, you are very correct. You are very
Poofers,
correct.
what are you doing with that spider leg right now?
What spider leg? I'm bringing it back to Envy.
Touche.
There's one more thing you guys find, which is a mid-sized spider sack of web. And in there is a very, very kind of destroyed, rotten, other adjectives, humanoid, but this one appears more of dwarven stature.
Dwarves. What would dwarves be
Hotness
doing
check.
down here?
It's basically bones. Get out of here.
Negative hotness check.
And meanwhile, as you've been exploring, Callie has been gathering some of the venom from the remaining spider in a few vials.
The corpse. I'd like to see if it has any identifying like sigils or anything like that. Could this be a warden or
Shoulder. Roll investigation on that, please.
I would like to help her check out the body.
Okay, roll
Thank you
with
for
advantage
helping.
then.
Because that was a nat 1 and this one is a 23.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Very little remains of this dwarf. It looks super like it's been here a long ass time. It was finished being eaten a long time ago. But what few scraps remain on it, you see a very faded sigil of a hammer on a like scrap of its shirt. That's it.
I'd like to rip that kind of off the shirt and take it with me.
Sounds good. How do you guys? Are you guys going back to the camp now, or what do you want to do?
How long did that combat was pretty quick, right?
However, because you chose to travel carefully, it took you a long time to get here,
Okay, we might want to go back then.
so you actually have no choice but to go back.
Well,
I'm
then
saying.
thank you, omnipotent being that
Back to
appears to give choices but
camp.
actually does not.
That's what the rules said. You get 1 exploration point if you travel slowly.
That's true.
That's true.
Let's
Dem's the
go
rules.
back.
To the camp!
Yeah, so we'll hold on a second. I have to see if
Well,
you run
hold
into
on.
anything.
What?
We might
There's
die
one
on
or
our
the
way
other.
back.
Oh, it was real close. Poofers, you've been keeping close, like your ears are the little satellite dishes, as you've been keeping a very close eye out with your nat 20 from before. On your way back, you guys are kind of retracing your steps, and Poofers, you hear some more like really similar skittering sounds, and you like tell everyone to kind of like get back and down. And you guys take refuge behind some rocks as you see the very, very quick image of a similar spider appear on like crawling across the ceiling just like for an instant, and it seems to just kind of like phase away. You let it pass. It doesn't seem to notice you because we rolled very low on our safety check here.
Stupid spiders.
And you make it back to the entrance of 31C, and from there make it back to the camp.
Wow,
So
that
that's
was a long walk.
Good consideration is even if we're feeling okay after the combat, and I guess we don't have a choice, but there's always chance of needing to save for the trip back. So I think we did a really good job on our strategy on that one, guys.
Yeah, that was good. Good call out
Yeah.
on keeping our escape route open, by the way.
Oh yeah, thanks.
What do you guys think about this? Hey, Troy, don't you speak Dwarvish? What do you think about this sigil that's
I
on
don't know
the
why
dead
he
dwarf?
speaks Dwarvish. It's so random.
Listen, don't you speak
Yeah,
Dwarvish
I
for
don't-
no reason in your backstory?
I do absolutely no reason. Let me see.
It doesn't even fit with world lore. Like there's no reason you should. know
Why did
Dwarvish.
I even get that?
I don't know.
Trapdoor?
I
Them's
didn't
the
even take
rules,
that
rats.
class.
I
was
just
an
it was
elective.
right. It was an elective. I had to fill some credits, and that's how I got it.
I went abroad for 3 months.
I studied abroad. It was a hoot. Can I investigate the sigil that she hands me,
Uh,
or something other than investigate because it's terrible?
Can you roll history?
History. Okay. Dang, these rolls are terrible. That's also a -1, so 4.
So you look over it
Hmm.
very closely, bring it up to your eyes, seem to think really hard. Troy, what you know is this looks like a hammer. What you tell Poofers is up to you.
Yes, this is a very distinct hammer-like sigil, and
Uh-huh.
uh,
And
and
I
should
too have eyeballs,
I
Troy.
should have paid more attention in class. So here you go.
Ah, useless. I guess I'll call Imby and ask him. He'd probably know.
There you go.
Imby! Ibby, come in. It's dark. Where are you? Over.
You get an answer. Ambrose reporting. Over.
Oh boy, I have some presents for you. I got some spider fangs, a leg, and this really weird dwarven sigil that I have no idea what it means, and it would be really nice if you could help me figure out what it means.
Description. Input. Please.
And I'd like to describe it to him because I don't remember exactly what you said.
Okay. So you describe in excess detail a very simple embroidery of a hammer.
He asked for details.
You're like, if you apply the golden ratio, if you overlaid the golden ratio on this hammer, it would hit these like specific index points.
With my newfound intelligence stat.
Yes. So you describe it to him in just excess detail, and he says, no need to continue. It sounds like the typical dwarven sigil of a hammer. It's representative of their culture and history. Over.
Is there any reason that dwarves would be down in the Underdark besides if, the warden sent one down here? He was really old, very smelly, had been there a while.
Dwarves are known for their explorations into the deep roads of the world, which may include or coincide with the Underdark. You are
They dug too
in
deep.
you are in the Corona Mountains, which is near Rosamar. Over.
Poor guy probably got lost. Alright, thanks, Imby. I'll bring you your spider leg when I get back.
You don't get a response.
He'll love it.
See,
I'm sure. He loves
pretty much
everything
what I
give him.
said. Looked like a dwarven hammer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Troy. That was very informative. Next time I'll just go straight to asking Imby. Because it's gonna end up there anyway.
Okay.
Alright. I guess we would like to go to sleep. Does anybody need to... Can we restock health potions and stuff here?
You can restock health potions up to the capacity that Callie could carry ingredients for. You can also go into town. They might have extra ingredients for health potions and other potions.
Do we want to explore the town? I mean, sounds kind of fun. Risk of danger and death and being robbed. Who wouldn't want that? Let's go do it.
Actually, does sound pretty fun. I'm in.
Maybe we can get a couple more pointers on what we might run into before we keep running into something.
How far is the town from our base camp again?
It's very close, like a
Okay.
5
We're, like,
minute
next
walk,
to it.
maybe.
And also hate us.
It would also be good for us to just see what's right next to us. Just to know.
Are you going to bring any money with you? Like, not... it's called Rayan. It's their currency.
Are we window shopping?
I would like to bring enough just to buy... Oh no, I don't even have a health potion. So I'm not going to bring any money with me. But
Okay.
anybody who needs a health potion probably should.
Is there anything you're leaving behind in terms of possessions to, like, stay safe in camp or whatever?
Erebir will stay back with possessions in camp.
I didn't really have anything except my sword, and that doesn't leave me.
Alright, Erebir,
Uh,
you're staying behind?
Yeah, Erebir wouldn't want to go into town.
Okay.
She was gonna go check on Magnus.
If you're sure you don't want to go, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I've had enough fun for today, so I'm just gonna like have some tea and check on Magnus, see how he's feeling.
Oh yeah, him and his tummy ache. Never fun. Never fun.
He's shut himself into a tent and is just... the pain is crippling. It stops him from speaking. It's so bad. Like, you can only hear, like growls. It's just so weird. Out of nowhere. Maybe it was food poisoning.
Alright. To town.
And before we head into town, we'll take a break.
In a minute.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hold tight. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. can change the way you feel. Cause you know that love is real. You can choose with whom you fall in love. Anybody, any moment, anywhere. Cause no matter who you choose, there's a chance that you might lose. Gonna try, and that's the best that I can do. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. You can do just anything you want. You can help yourself to anything that's mine. Take it easy when there's no one else. Got to get it right this time. Gonna try to make love shine. Everybody gets the chance someday. You just take it when the moment comes along. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do when you find the eyes of love are set on you. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Now's the moment of a lifetime, and it's here for you. Come on, baby, it's time to make a place now, everybody. Got to let us through. Got a dream to catch tonight, it might come true. Hold tight. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Everybody gets the chance someday. All at once at last you think you've got it made. Not a word that anyone can say that can change the way you feel. Cause you know that love is real. You can choose with whom you fall in love. Anybody, any moment, anywhere. Cause no matter who you choose, there's a chance that you might lose. Gonna try, and that's the best that I can do. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. one else. Got to get it right this time. Gonna try to make love shine. Everybody gets the chance someday. You just take it when the moment comes along. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do when you find the eyes of love are set on you. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Now's the moment of a lifetime, and it's here for you. Come on, baby, it's time to make a place now, everybody. Got to let us through. Got a dream to catch tonight, it might come true. Hold tight. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away. Hold tight. Now tears gonna stay. Everybody gets the chance someday. All at once at last you think you've got it made. Not a word that anyone can say that can change the way you feel. 'Cause you know that love is real. You can choose with whom you fall in love. Anybody, any moment, anywhere. 'Cause no matter who you choose, there's a chance that you might lose. Gonna try, and that's the best that I can do. Hold tight. If you wanna make this feeling stay, hold tight. Hold tight. Don't let this moment fade away.
Welcome back. We're going into town. Welcome to KO. So, only 4 of you, including the NPC, are actually going into town. You've been told not too much about KO, other than that it's very like downtrodden and kind of like sketchy. The inhabitants are not particularly nice, but there may be materials here. They use a currency called Rayan, which you can exchange for in your encampment. They don't like surface elves very much, and that's about all you know. So you've just returned from your first expedition. You fared fairly well in your combat, but you made very little progress in exploration. So,
Hey Troy, you might want to hide your ears. I don't think they like pointy ears around here, which all of us have. But
Can I pull a hood up?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna.
ooh, do
I'm
we
gonna
all
that.
want to be sketchy? We can all be sketchy, and I pull my hood up menacingly.
What? You don't have a hood.
I do. I have a cloak. Yeah. And it's all warm for the winter.
Oh, that's
all-
right.
Are we all going brooding?
Yes, let's do it. Barry, one of us.
I
Ellie
mean,
doesn't
I feel
have
like-
a cloak, so she's just like.
I feel like we should fit in and, kind of present ourselves as...
I disguise myself, but I just make the ends of the tip of my ears round instead of pointy, and that's it.
Okay. So you look exactly the same apart.
subtle.
I mean, Callie's not disguising either.
You're still giant and blue, though.
Yeah. So you guys make your way over to town. This is best described in a word as slums. The buildings are all made of kind of the like scrap metal and wood that you might find like a junkyard or like discarded on the surface. So there's like trips up to the surface to grab some construction materials which are brought
Kind of
down.
like District 9.
Yeah. I was thinking Sector 7, but sure. So it's very like poorly structurally built. It's not charming at all. The roads are filthy as little rats and other bugs scurry over them. It's not heavily populated, if anything, only sparsely. You'll see a few people walking along the streets, just kind of minding their own business, eyes cast downward or giving you all a kind of like dirty look as they walk by. Everyone that you can see is a drow of some form, and they all wear kind of like more rags than nice refined clothes. A lot of cloaks, a lot of hoods. In town, as you kind of like roam town, you don't see a lot of like signs advertising a store here or whatever. There are a couple that even in a different language, which it is in a different language, you can recognize. There's something that looks like it would be a tavern. And there's something that looks like it might be a supply store.
What better way to get to know a place than to go drink with the locals? Let's go to the tavern.
Troy pulls his hood down a little bit more just for that extra brooding look.
Okay. You enter the tavern, and again, it's not super busy in here. The tables are not, they don't match, the chairs don't match. Some of them are stools, some of them are like kind of like thrown together chairs, stuff like that. It's very like messy and scrappy in here. There are about 5 or 6 patrons right now. All of them are sitting alone, as far away from each other as possible. And all of them look to be drinking the same thing, which is a very dark looking form of ale, maybe, in mismatching and cracked and dirty glasses. And there is a single drow male, he looks fairly young, who is manning the bar itself.
Who looks the least unfriendly out of all of the drinkers?
Your best bet is probably the bartender.
The bartender it is! Poopers walks up to the bar, and she, remembers that she doesn't have any money. So she's gonna look real cute. She's gonna go sit on one of the stools and go, "Hello, Mr. Bartender. How are you doing today? Do you have any beer for poor poofers such as myself?" And a frog jumps out onto the bar.
All right, so as you begin talking, he like he's looking down, like polishing a glass. He like casts a sideways glance at you before spitting into the glass and like continuing to wipe it down. And just kind of like glares at you until you say poofers and a frog jumps out, at which point he takes a knife out from under the bar and drives it through the frog and then like pulls it toward him and then puts it under the bar and continues polishing.
Friendly, would you like another? I have 2 more.
Oh, that just happened.
The frog, you hear its dying squeals.
Oh boy.
I'd like to remember, do these drows speak common?
You were told some of them might speak broken common, but they mostly speak undercommon.
Guys, this guy doesn't seem very friendly. Go, excuse me, beer, and I like point to one of the glasses, and then I go.
He grabs one and plops it on the counter. Playing it in real life is so much more fun because when I hit the table, you feel the impact. And now I just hit my desk and scare the cat. So he like slams down a drink on the table and looks at you and goes like this.
I turn on the cuteness. And I quiver my bottom lip.
Roll persuasion with advantage. What are the rest
I haven't
of you
tried
doing
to
right
persuade somebody in so long. 19.
now? Troy and Biren, where are you at?
I'm just kind of standing a little ways behind. just
Same.
kinda
I'm kind of
looking
watching
around.
this spectacle without
Well,
trying
I-
to be too invasive.
Are you like near her
But I'm
or
also-
are you staying?
No, I'm near her. I mean, not right there, but I'm trying to kind of keep tabs on the rest.
Like,
of
is it
people in
obvious
there.
you're in a party? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And he just kind of like looks at both of you expectantly.
I look at him expectantly.
I rolled a 19 for persuasion.
I know. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay. And is there dust on the bar top?
There sure is.
Okay, I draw a little cute little cartoon spider and I put a happy face next to it.
The dust on the bar top.
So, Biren,
Nice.
are you responding to his look at all?
Sure. I am going to cast on myself tongues, and
Okay.
I'm going to speak Undercommon.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was a thing.
It is a thing. Basically, I can talk to plants, animals, and people
Also
in the Underdark.
people.
And also
Spell-
people.
Spell you grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. So you have to touch it yourself.
Is
just
that
like
a permanent thing?
No, it lasts for an hour.
Third level divination, damn. So you're like boop and
Yeah. Doing. Yeah.
nothing's been said yet. So what do you say?
Um.
Actually, you haven't heard any undercommon spoken, so
You know
until
what?
something is said,
Yeah.
you can't.
So I'll ready that spell until something kind of comes out of this guy's voice.
Okay.
Is it only a one-way thing? So you can't like. So
well,
if
it's
so,
whoever-
if Bjorn still can't speak it to him, he can understand what the bartender says, but he can't speak.
He can
back.
speak it too. He just has to hear it first.
That's
Well,
all.
a
like
spell.
worst case scenario, I touch the bartender, then he understands common.
Good luck with that. He looks
Hoover
like a
starts
friendly fellow.
doodling more little spiders.
Okay,
Now the
so-
smiley faces are on the spiders.
So we're gonna backtrack a little bit here. Sorry to deal with all the characters. After you turn on the cuteness and kind of like for some nice ale, he sighs and fills the glass in front of you like halfway.
Works like a charm. I give him a thumbs up as I pull the glass toward me.
And as you start to doodle spiders in the dust, he kind of like looks down in disgust and seems fairly offended.
Oh, I changed the smiley faces to sad faces. Little angry faces.
Rolls his eyes, and then Callie walks up and is like, is speaking in a language that only Baron magically now understands. Says, "I don't have any money, but I want to look impressive talking to you." And
Who said
he
that?
just, Callie.
Callie.
in Undercommon. And the bartender looks at her and sighs and rolls his eyes and just says, "Get out." And she turns around and says, "Don't worry, I got to you in common. Don't worry, I got some real important like brain nuggets."
Did it have to do with leaving the establishment?
That's the first part of it, yes. And she like looks at you like, don't pull my car.
Very, very important. Okay.
Hoover's just sipping on her beer. What's it taste like?
It tastes like have you had like the coffee beers?
Yes.
The like really
Coffee
bitter.
stout. Mhm.
Yeah, like really dark bitter ones. That's what it tastes like. It's not like
Hoover's goes.
it's a little warm.
"Mm."
It's a little warm and dusty. Some remnants of saliva from him cleaning it.
How's that beer, Proofers?
It's real good.
Would you like to make a trade?
Oh, okay, I could do it.
Okay.
You haven't
Hoover
spoken anything in Undercommon
she
yet,
takes
right, Baron?
one small sip and like holds it in her cheeks for a little bit and then swallows it down. Good, it's real good.
So he says in Undercommon, which you don't understand, Poofers, but Baron, you do. Keeping it in your mouth will only make it worse.
And then I say in Undercommon to the bartender, here's hoping it doesn't get worse in her stomach.
He eyes you like kind of impressed, like, and then pours you a full thing.
And
Hearing Barry speak Undercommon, Poofers swivels to Barry and goes, Barry, ask him what this is made of so that I can never order it again.
I take a big swig.
You're kind of quiet, by the way.
Who?
You.
Me? I am? Weird. Chat? Am I quiet?
Maybe I'm just deaf.
You're always quiet on Zoom. Doesn't it go through
You're
a different...
quiet.
It goes
for
through a
us,
different
for me
channel
too.
Oh,
on,
okay.
on OBS.
You're just quieter than you were earlier, for me at least.
Yeah,
It's fine.
same.
I can still hear you.
Same.
Okay. I lost my train of thought.
There, louder. There it goes.
That's super weird. Bartender. Poofers. I take a big drink, and I tell him I haven't had this drink before. What's it made from?
Ground lithed bones.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Ground lithed bones.
Do I know what a lithid is?
No.
I've had grounded bones before. I don't think I've had lithid bones before.
Poofers takes another sip and her eyes start to water.
I'm next to
Sure.
Poofers, and I put my hand on the top of her, and I slowly put her cup down.
No, I'm trying to fit in, Barry. It's okay.
Troy, what are you doing?
Troy's, I'm still kind of keeping in the periphery a lookout for all the rest of what's going on in here.
Can you roll perception for me?
Yeah. God dang. Well, that's gonna be. Oh, 6.
Yeah. everyone's
My
just
rolls have
minding-
been terrible.
Everyone's just minding their own business.
And then I'm gonna do my best to pretend to appear like I know what the bartender and Baron are saying.
Can you roll performance or
Yes.
deception?
Yeah, let's just assume it's gonna be terrible.
I elbow Barry and I go, Barry, ask him why he doesn't
Wait,
like my
wait.
spiders.
Which one did you want me to roll for? I'm sorry.
Performance or deception.
My choice.
Mhm.
That doesn't matter. 12.
Callie leans up against you and says, "You're not convincing anyone."
Shut up.
So I asked him what a lithid is, the bartender.
Crap. Let me tell you. He's not one for words. How am I supposed to give you a long explanation?
Well,
Just describe it in 4 words or less.
yeah.
Small insects related to illithids.
Ugh.
That is very helpful. I definitely know what an illithid is.
Poofers, this is bugbear.
This is no bugbear. That's a lie. This is clearly something much more disgusting than bugs because it tastes awful.
I don't know what to tell you. That's what it is. It's bugbear.
No bug
It might be low quality bugs, but it's beer.
Low quality, bottom feeding, gross bugs.
So Poofers keeps on mumbling her thing, and I talk to the bartender, and I say, I see you don't care for my friend's smiley face spiders. I thought people down here liked spiders.
Most worship them. Folks around here tend not to.
Why is that?
Once you've seen the light, you understand the mysteries and deceptions of the dark.
Cryptic.
Is
Understood by nobody but Barry.
cryptic. I guess that makes sense. Is there something us outsiders should be aware of that we can see the light?
I don't know how to answer that. Stay out of the dark.
So I guess we're going home. Noted. Thanks for the beer. And I go back to the crew. Well, that was I guess I'm not surprised, but it was dark.
What was dark about it?
Well, it seems like the people in this town, they're not part of their cult anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
Poover swipes away the dust spiders. Gives a thumbs up to the bartender.
Rolls his eyes.
Troy, try this. What do you think? And I hand him the beer.
Troy looks down in the glass, swishes it around a little bit, takes a
See
good
some
whiff.
like chunky things floating in it.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah,
good call.
I'm good. I'm good, thank you. I place it back down on the bar.
Are you sure you don't want a sip of mine, Troy? Please.
No. I'm I swallowed a bug on my way over here, so I'm pretty full, actually.
Okay, hold on. I got this. Poover takes a second to collect herself. Closes her eyes. Takes a big breath.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, yes. Troy's watching with just sheer entertainment. And then
22.
takes one. Oh.
I have high con saving
Womp
throw.
womp.
And I close my eyes and I hold my nose with one hand and I just drink the whole beer in one gulp.
Callie's going chuck, chuck, chuck.
I take my hand off my nose and go, put the mug down and go, thank you.
She's like, wow, I'm surprised you're able to stomach that. You know, lithids are, he said they were bugs. They're not really bugs. They're more like, how do you call them? Like minuscule monstrosities. So they're not like bugs with like carrot pieces that you can grind up. They're like little creature things. But they're like gross.
That would explain the horrendous taste. Thank you, Callie.
We
Yeah,
should
no
have
problem.
We should have asked her.
Don't
before
have a
that.
whole lot of
I do
things to make beer
have-
with down here, huh?
I do have an abundance of intelligence. My score is, if you had to quantify it, like 18 or something.
If you had to put a number to it.
Yeah, no one's probably. I've nonchalantly not drank any more beer since I found out that this is made from animals,
Monsters.
monsters.
I didn't know you were a vegetarian.
I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't like. I don't eat things that are alive if
With
they didn't need
anything
to
with
be
a
killed.
face.
Okay.
Circle of life, all that good stuff. But if you give me a good tofu burger, that'd be preferred.
Hey, Barry, ask me if there's anything fun to do in town.
Sure. I saunter over to back over to the bartender and I say, thanks for the free beers. My friends and I, we've enjoyed your hospitality. We're wondering while we're on our excavations if there's anything else to do in town.
Not for surface dwellers.
What about my friend over there? And I'm pointing over at Callie.
And she's like over here, like like doing a magic trick on Poofer's face or something. She's like has like a minor illusion of like a rat, and then it goes away, and then it goes to like a mushroom or something, and she's like seeing what scares you.
Oh, God.
And so this you gesture to this drow in like vibrant clothes with eccentric energy, and he's like,
Yeah, okay, I know the answer. Yep, got it.
Enough said.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Well, thank you for your hospitality.
And he just nods and says that he says nothing because I couldn't formulate a sentence in my brain. He just nods at you. I was trying to I had this idea of what I wanted to convey, and then all of the words were just like
Phew.
so acting. Yeah, no. It's not my night tonight.
Barry, what do you say? Where's the club at?
I don't think they really have a club here. This is not exactly my environment. But they have
Do
abomination
they have
beer.
a gift shop at least?
Probably not. Probably not.
Wait, I want my souvenir.
This town is the pits.
I mean, it is in a gigantic cave/pit.
Do we want to go to the store and see what they
yeah.
have?
Let's go check out what provisions we're gonna find in this this somber place.
All right, Biren, can you roll a perception check for me?
Sure. 21.
You see one of the bar patrons kind of eyeing you with some interest as you exit.
Do I get a look at him?
Yes, they are a drow.
He
And
is dark
what?
and brooding.
He is
Yep.
dark and brooding.
Does he have anything on him that is unique to him?
Good question. Would you roll a 21 or something?
Mm-hmm. 21.
He's dressed very similarly to everyone else, which is dark and in a cloak and spooky and just evil in general. But as he's shifting in his seat to kind of take a drink or whatever, you do see his cloak part a little bit, and there is a a spider tattoo that you can see the kind of legs of right here.
Noted.
Hardcore, man.
Super hardcore. Okay. I'll keep that a note, and we'll walk out.
Okay. To the store.
To the store.
To the store!
So you push open the very flimsy door. It's made of sheet metal. And inside are some mismatching and haphazardly thrown together shelvings, pieces of shelving that are decorated with kind of all sorts of general use goods, rope, stuff like that. Maybe some ball bearings or whatever. But behind the counter is a kind of middle-aged female drow, and behind her there is a shelf, a little bit of a nicer shelf on the wall, that is populated with jars of all sorts of things. There's some eyeballs, there's some tails of things, there's herbs, there's a variety of just you don't even know what. You enter, and Callie immediately is she steps in and goes, "Oh my god," and then sprints to the counter and slams her hand down and says, in a language that only Bjorn understands, "You have you have one of the shells?" And the shopkeep looks at her and says, "Shells?" And Callie says, "Yeah, the scintillating shell. I've needed one for so long." And she's and the drow crosses her arms and says, 3 pounds Rayan. And Kelly's I don't know how much that is. So you guys are free to act.
Hey, seeing Callie run to the shelf, I also run to the shelf, and I am really excited about whatever she's talking about. And then I tug on her arm. I'm like, "Callie, what's so exciting?"
And she points to I actually misspoke. It's an anti-magic shell, not a scintillating shell. She points to a beautiful white shell that looks like it would belong to a snail or something like that. It's pretty large, and it looks almost like it would be made of ivory kind of deal. It's very nice. It's very high quality. And she says, "You see that? That's an anti-magic shell."
Oh yeah, I see it. It's a what?
An anti-magic shell. You can make some real strong potions with that.
You should buy it.
Well, on the surface they're pretty rare, and they run about 5,000 gold. So
Oh,
Which gold do you have, Callie?
not 5,000 right now. I left a lot of it at home.
I can loan you some, little bit, but I don't have it on me. It's back in camp.
well,
We can't. We need rain anyways. We'll have to come back.
Don't they have a they have like a little transactional person in
I don't know if
camp?
they'd have 5,000 gold worth though. They said it was in short supply.
Oof. Ooh, I know. Ask her if she'll trade for anything.
I don't think I have anything that valuable.
Maybe we can find something that valuable.
don't we have that bag that we can pull something out of twice a day?
I look up at the shopkeeper and I go, what? I turn around, like, dig in my bag, and I'd like to pull out 2 items, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Here comes the bear.
Eh.
There's a bear in here! Quick, take the shell!
Okay. This is not the list I actually wanted.
Would we know what the rough conversion would be between our gold and
No one has asked, so
the Rayan? All right, Troy's gonna ask, what would that be in gold?
who are you asking?
I'm asking the shopkeep.
She just looks at you perplexed.
Oh, I don't speak the language.
Yeah.
Dang.
Poofers, the first item is a little book, like a little notebook.
Uh-huh.
It's empty. It's just
Okay.
free paper.
Nice.
Wow.
Doodle paper.
Wow. The second one is a pocket watch.
A pocket watch. Is it shiny?
No.
All right. So I've got these. I'm turned around and I've got these things. And I look up at the shopkeep and I hold them both up and I put them gently on the shelf. And then I point at the shell. I point back. I'm like,
She starts to laugh.
I take back my things. I go, I will be back.
Good try, poopers.
I tried. I don't know. Maybe
try.
they like pocket. They need to tell time down here, right?
The insight
Yeah,
says,
the
don't
sundial.
forget October 3rd.
The sundial doesn't work. Down
Whoa, what was that? On the inside of the watch it said something?
Don't forget October 3rd. It's a Full Metal Alchemist reference.
I was like, what's October 3rd? What is October?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the names of the month, but they're in the calendar, so.
All right. Well, Kelly, I tried. That's all I got on me.
I
You
know.
guys
Nice.
keep
I
John
know.
with no money.
My God, hold on. Didn't want to get robbed. You're not supposed to go into places like this at night, and it's always night.
I nudge Bjorn and ask him to see if ask about how much it would be in gold or what the rough conversion rate would be, just so we have an idea.
I walk up to the shopkeep. I'm curious. Do you know the conversion rate from rayon to gold?
Gold is worthless down here. We don't use it. Only you surface dwellers do.
Thank you. I don't think she really knows that we're converting.
Is there a task or something we might be able to do for her in exchange for it?
Ooh,
That'd
Poofers
be a
pulls
big
out
task.
the spider fang, and then is like,
She pulls out a jar. Spider.
ah.
That's a good idea though.
Uh,
Callie elbows you and she's like, I'll use this.
I pull out the leg, and I'm just like dancing with it. In her hand, a shell, huh?
It's like that thing from Toy Story with the shark. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
All right, you guys done in here?
I mean,
What else is on the fancy shelf besides this
good
shell?
question.
Like I said, it's mostly jars of random parts of various creatures. You can assume by looking at the shelves that they're probably all potion or magic ingredients.
Hoover takes out her tracking potion, puts it on the table. I got it from Yosti. I'm not sure if it works.
She picks it up and like flips open the cork. There's a bug right here. Die! She like picks it up and looks over flips open the cork and like pours a little bit onto the table and like kind of seems to be observing it. And kind of like nods and then pulls out a small like little like a paper thing, you know, that they would use to like weigh
Okay.
powder and stuff.
Yeah.
And there is a small amount of rain distributed on there.
Ah, that is not a lot. That is not a lot right there. How much do we need? How much of this did you say, Callie? 3 pounds?
And she just looks down like,
And I say, thank you, no thank you, and I take my potion bag.
okay.
Crap, maybe we should
Alright.
find some of this stuff and mine it ourselves.
Troy just starts walking through the rest of the lesser shelves, kind of perusing
It's just like
around.
a general store. Like they don't have anything particularly interesting.
Okay.
Poofers has another idea. She takes out her doodle book and she puts it on and she starts like flipping through the doodles and she's like, anything suit your fancy?
She just looks at you confused and just
Dejectedly.
I don't
Close the
think
book
they
and take it
take the artistic high points of
No
the surface world.
appreciation. No culture.
she kind of like mutters under her breath, surface dwellers.
I heard that. That wasn't common.
It's not common. It was an undercommon.
All right. Anybody have anything they want to buy here that they can afford?
With the money you didn't bring.
Right. I don't even think we had any rain to begin with, right?
We could have exchanged it in town. Or at camp, rather.
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should go mine some of this stuff. That would be fun. 3 pounds.
Do we want to check out what the rest of the? Do we want to kind of explore the rest of the town just to see what?
Yeah,
else
just
is
walk
here?
around. Don't
Yeah.
go down any dark alleys, but kind of, well, they're all dark.
Right.
But
So the
creepier than usual alleys.
Chaos not a particularly large town. It's maybe like a few rows. Not a lot of people live here. Not a lot of business is done here. Baron, using your previous perception, though, down one of the dark and sketchy alleys, you do see the same individual. He doesn't seem to be necessarily trailing you or anything, but he is around, interestingly enough. He's like, it's weird to see him like twice.
What's going on, Barry?
There was someone in the bar who was watching us a little bit.
We should go say hi. Where is he? And I start to walk toward him.
You don't know who to walk toward.
Yeah.
I just start walking in a direction until Barry tells me something.
I just yank poofers. Just, hang on.
Barry, just point me at him. I'm very friendly. I'll say hello.
I know you will. What I think we need to do is we need to make sure we're careful here. We're gonna be down here for a while, so maybe we just play it cool. But I'll give
So
you.
we should make friends.
Yes, we
You
should.
can't argue with that logic, Barry. Let's go make a friend.
I'll just tell you this though. The person has a tattoo on his neck or his chest?
His titty.
Okay.
On his titty.
Spider tat on the titty.
Titty
Yeah.
tat.
Spider titty tat.
That should have been the name of the stream.
Okay.
Was that Sylvester? Was it?
Putty tat?
I taught
Yeah,
Putty
I
tat.
taught a titty tat.
Anyway, Barry, let's go talk to him. He sounds like an interesting fella with tattoos.
Do I still see him?
Yeah, he's just kind of playing with. He's like doing the cool knife flip, like a cool guy,
Where's
Mm.
Magnus when we need him?
minding his own business.
He must be really bored down here to just be flipping knives. Like, what's he
Yeah,
doing?
what the fuck is there to do?
Yeah, it's boring. Okay. Where is he in relation to where we are? He's down one of those alleys.
Yeah, you like just walked past the alley, and you're like, oh, didn't I see that guy before?
Hmm.
Did you mention this to us? Bear?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
I
talking
just
to him
did.
about it.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna play it cool. The guy's in an alleyway with a knife. Are we all just gonna go
I'm
there?
looking around frantically for this person.
I
Uh,
was.
Are you gonna try and distract her or anything? There's not that many people. She's probably gonna find him eventually.
Proofers.
Yes, Barry, where is the person who
If you
has
stay a
been?
cool customer, I'll introduce you to Styx.
Who is Styx?
You know who Styx is.
The spider? I'm just gonna eat him. Are you sure you want to do that?
Just kidding. The spider.
The spider.
At the
I
shul.
love that movie.
Uh, Styx is my friend.
I could also be your friend, Barry.
Do you see this? I've been weaving a tiny little friendship bracelet for Styx.
Barry, I'm about to
It's
start
just a
yelling.
piece of string.
People.
I'm sorry,
You
what,
will do
Proofers?
well. I'm going to start yelling for people.
Proofers.
I will start yelling, hello, who's there? Just tell me where he is, Barry.
Who's following us?
You can't even talk to him.
He might be coming. I'll take this chance.
You're muted.
You need to stay a cool customer.
Oh, I can be the coolest of cute customers. Trust me. I've had a lot of time to practice.
Where did
I
that
think I
word
can
even
nail
come
it.
from again?
From when we were in the gambling hall.
Yeah, something about a cool
Cool
cucumber, and
I'm
then
pretty
cool
sure
customer.
I wrecked that one too.
Cute customer.
You did. Remember now.
Hey, Troy, can you go check on Airveer? I just want to check on something real quick.
Sure. You guys okay without me?
Yeah.
Is he okay without us?
Like, Kai's like, are you sure you want him to go through here alone?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, Callie can go with him.
Oh, I see.
It's just gonna be us?
Fine. Come on, Troy. And she grabs your arm and starts, like, pulling you away. She's like, we don't need them anyways. We're
Okay.
going to be way better off without them. We know our ways around the streets. We're from the street.
I kind of let Callie pull me a little bit, but I'm looking back.
Barry.
Like,
I just-
Barry, why
questioning.
couldn't they come
I,
with us?
I wink at Troy, like a, don't worry, like there's a reason.
Callie
Okay.
doesn't see this, so she continues, like, pulling on. And she's like, we're from the street. Like, we know the streets.
So Troy turns his attention to Callie and kind of only barely reassured by this look that he got, but is now focusing on him and Callie safely getting back to camp.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk towards that alley where Mr. Spider was.
Okay.
Hoover's strides coolly behind the
As you approach, he does, like, a final toss and then lets it go, like, blade down into the ground. Crosses his arms and, like, looks
Edgy.
over at you.
Very edgy.
Yeah.
surprise, it's Kai.
I can't believe you guys didn't invite me here. This is the coolest place I've ever been.
God. What was the name of that beer?
It was made of lentils? I can't remember. It's made of this.
Lentils.
What is
Something a little less
Lycos?
pleasant than lentils.
Lithid.
it? Lithid.
So, like, there are monsters called illithids, and then I made up
Gotcha.
lithid.
I walk up to him and I speak in Undercommon. Do you also like the Lithid beer?
And he spits on the ground and says, "Who does?" That's all we got.
That's a little disappointing. I may be able to help with that. And I pour some of Beeren's best allable brew, single barrel, And I hand it to him.
In one of your little retractable cuffs.
Yep.
And he like looks at this kind of trying to hide some amazement because he's never seen anything like this, and then you just spout liquid alcohol.
Some kind of strange liquid.
It's
Yeah.
yellow, and we don't
He's
know where
never-
it's from.
He's never seen anything like that. So he's trying to hide some amazement as you pour this, and he's like, don't just accept drinks from strangers.
Well,
Poofers tugs on Barry's arm. She's like, "Eh,
yeah, what?
me too.
What?
Me too. Me too."
And at
That's
that
fine.
point, as you're saying that, he actually bends down and hands it to you, Poofers, and says, in very broken common, test.
Oh, I drank half of it right in front of him, and I hand it back.
And he nods before taking a sip of it and giving a very like appreciative nod, like, damn. He's like, in undercommon, says, this is very impressive. This is what you surface dwellers drink all the time.
It's what me and my friends drink all the time.
Well, with this, you could be quite popular around here.
Well, I mean, we're here for a specific reason, but it seems like this place could use a little bit more friendly attributes.
Best not let the bartender know about this.
He
Put him
would
out of business.
probably be a quick enemy if I had to guess. Duly noted. I noticed this is the second time I've seen you today. Why are you here if it's so unfriendly?
He hands you back the glass, which he is now down, and says, heard you in the tavern speaking of interesting things to do around town.
That is definitely something we're interested in.
Well, if you don't mind a little bit of the darker side of things, we have some contests around here, feats of strength, if you will. People like to bet on them.
Sure.
You look like you can handle yourself. I bet if you entered, you could win me a pretty penny.
You look pretty penny.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
What do you mean by you a pretty penny?
Well, like I said, we make some friendly wagers on our competitors.
Where is this kind of competition?
Ah, well, if you need to find it, someone will show you the way.
How do I find this someone?
I tap on Barry's boot. I'm like, Barry, what's going on?
We don't talk about it.
Or talk about what?
I'll tell you about it never. We don't talk about it.
And he says, if you're ready, I can take you there. But should be careful about the company you bring. It's not exactly a safe place. Or one that our competitors always walk out of. I just feel, should we make a deal here, I have to be open with you about that.
I need to get a couple things in order before I go into something like this.
Oh yes, last will and testament, good one.
That's what I was thinking. Is there a way that I can find you again?
I'm around town usually.
Do you have a name?
Yes.
And a
To the
backstory.
generator! Da-da-da-da-da.
No, it's gotta be something cool. Edgy, like a code name.
The spider.
Blade.
He goes by Umbra.
Umbra.
Do we have an Umbra?
We have an
Even Imbros.
Umbi.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
You did this.
You don't understand any of this, Poofers.
I know. I'm
It was-
commenting as a player.
Mhm.
It was,
I don't think there's a name that is safe from you. I don't think such a name exists.
It was nice to meet you, Umbra. My name's Biren. You'll probably see me again.
And he puts his hand out like, "Pachoo, I look forward to it." He doesn't
See you
make
again.
the sound effect, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has like a firm handshake, and then he bends down and like scruffs up Poofers' head and says in undercommon, "Cute cat."
I go, I'm Poofers, and a frog jumps out on his pants.
And he stops and like looks down on it and then says, "Oh, forgot my knife," and goes to pick up his knife and like brushes the frog off.
Oh, at least you didn't stab it.
I thought for sure
Very
he was gonna
stabby
stab
around
it.
here.
And then we go meet up with the group.
Okay. Back at the encampment, Erevier would, Troy and Callie would have arrived a few minutes earlier. You didn't spend a long time talking. Is there anything you want to do while Viren and Poofers are absent? Troy.
No, just kind of gathering and taking it easy. Rummaging through my stuff, seeing what I think might have some kind of use down here. Just
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Erevier is still in the middle of her trance, which you can choose to break in order to welcome the party back if you want to talk.
Shake her rapidly.
Yeah, I'll break it and finish the trance after
Okay.
the chat.
Okay, so you guys all make it back to your tent.
Barry, what the heck was that guy talking about, and why did he pat me on the head?
He appreciated you for being a good taste tester.
I'm pretty good at that. I taste a lot of things.
So, how was the town?
You should probably be glad you didn't come. It's a pretty dark place.
They had no wine. No wine,
No
Erevier.
wine. And their beer is made from bones of creatures.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like some place I'd enjoy at all.
Less than eventful. We
What
ran
was with
into
that man that you were interested in?
So his name was Umbra, and Umbra apparently is part of an order of underground fighting where they bet on competitors. I wasn't immediately interested in doing that with just me and Poofers.
Poofer's eyes go really big when you mention underground fighting ring.
Yeah, that's why I waited to get back to the camp. And that's maybe something we should investigate at
Guys,
some point.
I want to compete. I can do it. I can win. Trust me. Really good at
Guys.
this. Did it my whole life growing up.
I don't really think this is safe. We don't know their abilities, and they're gonna be out for blood, like death blood.
This
Not
didn't
like-
exactly sound like they were fighting for whoever can punch first.
I think you guys might be surprised at how good I am in a competitive environment.
Callie bends down and says, "Poofers, we all think you're amazing, but would you actually be willing to kill your opponent?"
I mean, I have before. It depends on how bad they want to kill me. I mean, probably not. I would aim not to.
And she says, "Exactly my point."
No, here's what I could do. I could just take the immovable rod and I take it out and I throw it and then I click the button and it stops in midair and be like, I just keep them, pushed up against a wall or something real cool like that.
I have a feeling the rule is whoever kills them, not whoever immobilizes them.
It didn't sound like it was just a couple bruises.
Also, Poofers, it's not worth the risk for you or for us. We need you here. We need you for exploration.
You're gonna
We can't.
pull at the heartstrings
We
and the
can't.
obligations.
And on the other side of the tent, there's an
Yeah,
we
what
don't,
he
and we
said.
don't have Magnus because he's not feeling great.
Fine.
And if something happens to you, we have no way to contact Cross. There wouldn't be anyone to help us, keep us safe.
Yeah, okay. Just get real excited with stuff like that.
Unless the intent, Biren, is not necessarily to compete, but look into it for other reasons.
I was thinking that maybe there may be more than just lesser denizens here. Maybe more of an underground that we can investigate in.
I mean, I'm all for it. I'll be the decoy. I'll fight. I'll do whatever you guys want me to or don't want me to do, which is much less fun. Well, did we just want to hit the hay then?
We should probably rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into my trance.
Okay. guys taking your long rest so you can head out in the quote-unquote morning?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get a very restful sleep, despite the kind of drab conditions you're in, and feel rested and rejuvenated and ready to kick some butt. If you had temp HP, you have lost that temp HP.
Slightly less ready to kick butt.
Yes, but everyone should have their spell slots back. So you're good. Ready to head out?
Another
Ready
grind.
to head out. And as we go, I mean, I know it's unlikely closer to camp, but the farther out we go, I would like to look for the what was it called? Rayon.
Rayon.
In the walls, because I have a pickaxe with me.
Yes. Please roll survival.
I think I brought a pickaxe too.
13.
Along your way, it's very clear as you're kind of near camp and heading out towards the unexplored part that these walls have been scoured and completely stripped. But as you near 31C, you do find a very small deposit. And so do you want to use strength and just like get chunks of rock with rain in it out, or do you want to use dexterity to get the rain only out?
Would it take a lot longer to do the dexterous thing?
No, it's just a different roll.
Let's do strength.
Okay.
Can I help her and try and do the dex?
So it's either dex or strength. If you help her, either one is with advantage.
14.
So you get a few chunks of rock out that have little specks of rain in it. This like nice red crystal. You assume there's probably like 2 or 3 ounces of it in there, which is not bad.
Nice. See, Kelly, we're on the way to getting your shell.
Okay.
What shell?
Oh yeah, real magic-y shell. Ask Kelly all about it. She'll tell you everything.
There was this anti-magic shell at the potion/good store in town, and I really want it because you can make some crazy potions with it, and I've never seen one in person before, and I really want it.
Anti-magic.
We need, how many ounces are in a pound?
16.
Oh god. We need 3 pounds.
3 pounds of this? Alright, everybody on the lookout.
All right, how are you traveling today?
Slowly.
Do we go slowly again? Just one encounter and then we go back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Got-
boring. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
That's opportunity
there's a-
for you to kill us.
There's also surface quests I'd like to see.
Fair enough.
I have a whole backstory that needs to be resolved.
Yeah.
I have some unfinished business.
All right. Players over here. Reveal a little bit of the cave. Bow. And you guys can drop your tokens.
A very little bit.
Yeah, not a whole lot. I don't think we can all fit.
No.
I know. I'm working on it. It's very tedious to use this tool, how do you know? To do little squares of it. I will just reveal this little alcove.
See something shiny?
That's Kelly.
Kelly, I forgot how vibrant you are.
Just can't fit in with the other drow. So this is another tight squeeze over here. We're missing Troy.
Yeah, I'm trying to drag him in. I don't know why he's not wanting to cooperate.
Drag from your name, not the picture.
Oh. Thank you. That was
Yeah.
helpful.
Beautiful. Everyone's in. Okay. So,
Ooh, what is that tiny little cave thing in front of us to the left? I want to go squeeze in there.
okay, you poke your nose in and it just looks like a natural little. Like,
Any rayon in there?
There's no rain in there. But you are standing,
Yeah.
so
I go.
There you go. This is so tedious.
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't we say we're going right no matter what?
Yeah, but I thought that illusion was Buren, and I was fooled. I was trying to do line of sight. Okay. So, which way do you want to go?
Right.
You're right or am I right? Okay, thank you. Well, that's like
Whichever way we're going, Buren's illusion is getting in the front.
okay. So it would be over here right now.
Looking for Rayon the whole time too.
I know. Okay. So keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I assume this is a larger, yeah.
Oh,
I would like to go slowly and kind of like peer around the corners. Oh, what is that?
oh boy. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh god!
All right. Here we are. There is a very large cavern here. By the way, another deposit of Ran is down here.
Nice.
There is a very large cavern, and there are 2 dead bodies in here.
Guys, does anybody else see these dead bodies? Or is it
Yeah,
just me seeing things again?
Okay.
Which almost never happens. Okay, I guess I'd like to cautiously... First, I'd like to see if I can detect anything in the room other than the dead people.
Roll perception.
17.
Okay. You listen closely, and right now it's completely still. There's no noise being made or anything.
Alright. I'd like
Just
to
see the dead
cautiously
bodies.
approach the first body and look at it.
So you look over the body. It looks to be that of a mysteriously a human woman. She's just wearing normal clothes though,
It's kinda
and she
weird.
looks pretty dead. Some of her
Fairly dead.
mostly dead at least. Some of her flesh is kind of like rotting off. Probably dead for like.
I
a
would
few
classify that as very dead, by the way.
It's just like fairly dead. Oh, don't look at that. Sorry, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell
Scoot
what's
off the frame.
it's hard to tell what's visible from my end for the players.
I intentionally hid it from the stream,
Thank
so
you.
you're good.
Uh, So yeah, there's a couple dead bodies, pretty dead,
Pretty dead.
kind of rotten. Yeah, they're dead.
Anything interesting about them, or they
Mhm.
have any identifying?
So that is the interesting part. How close are you getting to observing them?
I'm like right next to that one.
Okay. Do you see like peeking over her?
Poke
clothes
it
or
with a
anything?
stick.
Poke it with a stick and nothing happens. But if you get in close, you're
Alright.
getting in close to.
Yeah, I want to investigate.
call the poofers. Can you see if it looks like you can find out how they might have died?
I mean, I can try.
All right. So the moment you start like actually touching her body to like search her belongings and everything, her arm moves and grabs your paw, and she kind of like heaves a really large breath before pulling herself up to it.
I
Oh
stumble
my god,
backwards.
zombies.
And she's just kind of like sitting upright, hunched over, kind of like heaving breath.
I sit up and I'm like, "Are you okay?"
Kill it.
Please make sure you have your tokens in the right spot too, if you're like talking to people or whatever.
Just like,
Yeah, I'm just making sure. And she kind of like in between these large breaths, utters some very broken common, or like not broken, some like she's struggling to speak, and she just seems to say like, "Help, please."
Somebody Healy want to come over here? I think she's alive.
Yeah, sure. I'm close to you. Is there a way that I can see what's wrong with her? Is she just like really messed up, or is she sick?
Are you getting up close to Inspector?
Yep.
Okay. Avery and Troy, what are you doing?
I'm moving forward. I mean, do I have to stay behind Airveer on this? Is it wide enough?
No, you
for
can
me
go
to-
anywhere you want in the room right now.
Okay. I'm not right next to him, but I've definitely like notched an arrow, kind of curious as to seeing where this is going.
Alright, and Avery, is staying back.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like staying behind Troy's shoulder. Just
Okay.
so I can see, but I'm also not putting myself too close in there, so I can make an exit if needed.
Alright, so Biren, she looks pretty fucked up. Like, pretty fucked up. Like, she was pretty dead, so she's also pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
From your, I don't want to say vast, but more like minimal medical training, she should be dead. She doesn't look like she's alive, but she's certainly speaking.
Zombie.
Barry, what's wrong with her? She doesn't look too good.
Poofers, I think we need to be careful.
I kind of motion at him to like the whole like head, like I'm trying to indicate take the head off, but I don't know.
And then she kind of like struggles to lift her arm and reaches out toward the other dead body in this room.
Is he your friend? Is he alive too?
And she says, "Help him."
Okay.
What's going on over here? Can I confirm that she's essentially an undead or some kind of animated form?
Yeah. It's pretty obvious that she's dead.
Okay, just making sure. Poopers, I think we need to be really careful. I don't think that these
Everyone
people
roll
are alive.
initiative, please.
Roll what?
Initiative.
Okay.
Okay, 20 plus? 15 to 20.
18.
Okay, 10 to 15? Wow. 5 to 10.
7.
9.
Poofers, what did you get?
You're
You
muted.
did.
4.
Nice.
Okay. Ouch. So, you guys are inspecting these bodies, and with their 23 on stealth, a few
Oh, shit.
creatures have managed to emerge from this hole over here.
What are those? They look like brains with legs.
That's
they do.
exactly what it looks like.
Which none of you see. She was over here. Get her squirt. And they get a surprise round. So,
Poop.
these creatures are also replaced because right when these things crawl out from the hole here, both of these humans turn hostile and start to kind of like reach out and grab at you.
Oh no!
They do not get a surprise round, only the ones that crawled out of the holes. So,
Question on surprise rounds, do we get reactions?
So one can make it to Viren. One's gonna go to Poofers. One's gonna make it to Callie, and the other one's just gonna start moving. Just can't make it very far. And so these creatures are exactly what they appear. They are literal brain-looking things with legs. I can post a picture for you if you so please.
If you'd like to check in Discord, you can go to our link
Lentils!
below.
These must be lentils.
I'm gonna make soup out of these brains.
There you go. This is what they look like. So, against Viren first, we are going to make a claw attack.
Claw!
So, this is so fun.
Oh, no.
The claw is a +4. 22 to hit you.
That hits.
So this creature charges toward you very silently, and you just like barely notice it as its claws are running down your back, which deals to you 9 slashing damage. They're very small, but I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ruh-roh. $15.
Okay. You're all right for now, but you
Cool.
feel like something really bad could have happened. Poofers. It's a natural one to claw you, so you're able to
Oh, yeah.
hear it
Finally.
coming up behind you, and kind of dodge out of the way. But I also need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
20.
Nice. So, as you guys are both being attacked and Callie sees two very close to her, she says, "Oh my god, keep them away, don't let them touch you." And two more get a turn. Both are going to attack Callie.
Jeez.
One was a nat 20.
Oh no,
The other
Kelly's
one missed.
gonna die.
You know what I should do? I should have the natural 20 thing, have the audio, and the thing go backwards, like it's sucking in. Wee wee wee.
12. Done. Okay. So she takes a few scratches, and let's see if she succeeds on her saves. Oh, she does. She's real smart. And that brings us around to Viren's turn.
Well, this is fun. So they're brains with legs.
Yep.
Would I have seen these brains with legs before?
No.
Would I have any kind of semblance of understanding what they might be?
So let's have you roll an intelligence check.
$13.
You can tell that they certainly have some sort of psychic ability or something related to the mind. You don't know what that is, but you felt like you had warded it off for now.
Gotcha.
But it definitely felt dangerous.
Okay. I am going to call back my illusion, and as he disappears, he wisps into like this little golden kind of spirit, and then goes into my stein, and then out of my stein flirts out a bunch of shot glasses.
All right.
So-
So on their turn, they make the save.
Correct. And I'm gonna shift up one. So I have a whole bunch of people in range. I am going to go for my bonus action. Dr. Ink's gonna come out. And
Alright.
Dr. Ink is going to I'll
You
place
said you
them in a
got rid
second.
of your illusion, right?
Mm-hmm. Can only concentrate on the shot glasses or the illusion. And I'll place Dr. Ink down. He's gonna whack the brain legs farthest from me, like on the opposite side of Callie.
This one.
That is a 26 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and that is 12 damage.
Okay. Neat. That actually seems to hurt it quite badly. It is now their turn again, and this one is going to squeeze by and go to Troy, and we're gonna make attacks on all the.
Sorry, I moved
Should Callie
up
have
one.
an attack of opportunity?
She doesn't have any melee attacks.
But I moved up one. So do I have an attack of opportunity, or did it like shift through me?
Oh, if you moved, then it. This one will probably move around you, and then they'll shift like this. There we go.
So the one that's above me was to the right of Callie. I don't know if that one should be able to move there.
So this is how they were,
Yes.
and then the one to the left of you stayed within your range, so it doesn't
Okay,
take an
okay.
attack.
Yeah.
So I
okay.
think you can't there. So
They all
however,
have to roll wisdom saving throws.
Yeah. all 4 of them,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the zombies or both of the zombies.
One of the zombies. The zombie to the right is out of range, but everything else is in range.
What's the save?
16. Wisdom 16.
Okay, so the zombie fails, and this one failed. Here I can give them like a little number, but this one failed, and the one that you originally hit failed. It's a lot to manage on here.
Okay, they have a bunch of 3d8s to throw. I guess I'll just do it all. I don't want to do
Just
that.
do it as one roll.
One roll. All right. That is 10 damage to everybody.
Okay. So this actually kills this one, which you had hit earlier.
Nice.
Can you see the little nameplates on them?
I can see like no,
Like the
like
HP bars?
We can see the HP bars, but not like a name.
Okay, I put like little numbers on them, so at least I can see it, I guess.
Okay.
What was the total damage?
10.
Okay.
And then obviously their movement's halved while they're in my range.
Yep. Alright. They don't need to move. Now we do the attacks. So one at Viren, one at Troy, one at Poopers, and one at Callie.
Well, the one
Ah.
at Troy's dead.
Oh, sorry, you're right. That's fine. So the one at Viren is another 22. With
Okay.
7 slashing damage and an intelligence save, please.
13.
Ooh, just barely. You're okay.
If
At
it's that low, it's really powerful.
At
Yep.
Poopers is a 19 to hit,
Yeah.
which is only 4 slashing damage and an intelligence save, please.
It is also a 13.
Barely passed. Let's see what.
Thank
Callie
God for my
does.
new instat.
Callie also passed. Troy, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm quickly looking. All the rest of them are untouched at this point, or any of them
No,
show
I.
any damage?
One of them had taken damage. I'm updating it, but the one next to Poofers has taken some damage.
Well, they've all taken damage, right?
Oh yeah, they took half, so they would have taken 5.
Okay.
Wait, what? Why would they take 5?
If they save, don't they take half damage or something?
Yes. Yeah, sorry. I didn't know if they all saved or not.
No, only one of them failed, and the zombie.
Gotcha.
Okay, and everybody in our party is still okay. Nobody's been impacted yet by the.
Some people have
wisdom.
taken damage.
I've taken some damage.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take a first shot at the one next to Buren. Just one of my two. For 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay. And then for 6 damage.
The one next to Viren. Okay.
Yes. And I'd like to look at it real quick and see how it looks after that. Oh, I guess I've got the HP bar. Never mind.
Yeah. How much damage did you do?
6.
Okay. There we go. So it's looking about like half.
About half. Okay. I'm gonna just take my second shot at the same one then.
Okay.
And that'll be 26 to hit.
Yeah.
And a damage of 10.
Oh, okay. That was enough to
Chonker
kill
hit.
that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna
That one,
take my temp hit points from bringing that to 0, which is 2d6. 8 temp hit points from that.
Nice. That's such a cool perk.
And then what's your HP at, Baron?
I am about half health.
You're half health?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bonus action rally for Baron. Which was, sorry, 1 second. Superiority plus 2. So I give you temp HP of 9.
Nice.
And
Thanks,
I'm
Troy.
just gonna stay where I'm at.
All right, Airbeer.
Let's see. I'm gonna move forward. I'm going to hit the zombie dude to my right with chill touch.
Okay. That's a save, I think.
No,
Okay. Can't remember.
that's a 17 to hit,
That does hit.
and that's 7 damage.
All right. Not looking too hot.
And it says if you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm also then going to move back up behind Troy.
Nice. Zombies now get to go. And they are gonna move over toward Troy, and then this one's gonna turn and try and hit Poofers. So against Troy, it's gonna swing twice with a mod 20 and a 9. So I think the mod 20 hits.
Yes. The 9 does not.
And that is 11 bludgeoning damage for you.
Okay.
Poofers. It's a 15 and a mod 20.
Yes.
For a total of 24 bludgeoning damage between the two. Just and now it's your turn.
Oh my gosh, finally. Okay, I look at the zombies, and both of them are humans, I assume. We only talked to one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him and go, guys, I think we should try and keep the zombies alive. Maybe they're being controlled by the brains. I'm gonna take a whack at the brain in front of me.
All right.
How tall are they? Like, how
They're
big are these
small.
brain things? They're small?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like Lucy sized.
Then I'm going to try and hit it like a golf ball into the wall.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I rolled a 24 and a 14
Both of those hit.
Yes.
for 37 damage.
Oh, this
Wow.
it just
Oh my God.
smashes against the wall and is gone.
Mush
Goodbye.
brain.
I'm pretty sure your first attack would have killed it if you want to.
Well, I don't want to hit the other zombies, so we'll just keep it with that.
Okay.
Really? He's kind of smacking on me right now.
Now it's Callie's turn. There we go. And she's
Callie hit the brain.
like, no. Oh boy, she doesn't have a lot of offensive spells. She'll have to take disadvantage. Still hits. Nice. 4, 2d8. Which is not enough to kill it, but it is enough to hurt it. Alright. Back to Biren.
How's brains at the bottom?
I'm updating it right now.
Show me your
Go.
brains.
So a little better than half.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna move Dr. Ink one over, and I'm gonna take a whack at the brains, and Dr. Ink's gonna go beer over brains.
Ooh.
14 to hit.
Yep. That hits.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then,
I think
is he dead?
I did the math wrong before, so yeah, that should add up to his full HP, and he's dead.
Nice. Sweet.
Does
Dr.
anything
Ink.
happen to the zombies when he goes down?
Nope, they are still attacking.
Oh, okay. That theory's a bust. Kill the zombies.
Kill them all!
Troy, it's your turn.
I didn't use an action, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was supposed to assume you're dead whenever you kill something.
I am going to use Turn Undead.
So they have to walk away from you.
Yep.
Okay.
If they are,
And right into Troy.
if they have a CR of half, 0.5, they're destroyed if they fail a saving throw.
Okay, what's the saving throw?
Wisdom 16.
2
That-
4s, so they both fail. Boom.
Harry, I didn't know you could do something like that. What the heck was that?
We don't really encounter many of these, but it's something that.
Oh god, that's why they weren't. Oh, they were also brain things.
So yeah, 2 more pop out.
Ugh. Well, sucks to
funny
be
enough,
zombies.
it's their turn. So, let's see.
They are both in shot glass range. Talking a
Okay.
whole lot of brain shit for being in shot glass range.
What kind of save is it? Wisdom?
Wisdom 16. Roll some more.
So they both failed, yeah.
Nice. Let's throw 3d8. That was a pretty good one. 15 damage.
Ooh,
Ouchies.
nice.
So they both are seriously hurt. And they will get one final chance to be cool. Alright. Biren and Poofers. Let's see. Another mod 20 to hit Biren and a 21 to hit Poofers. To Biren, that's 5 slashing damage and 6
Roll-
slashing damage to Poofers.
Roll my int.
And an int from both of you.
Shit. Well, they get their chance to be cool.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
God damn it. We were so close.
So, you guys take an additional only 6 psychic damage. And let's see. What are your intelligence scores?
That temp health came in handy. My intelligence is 11.
14.
Okay. Poofers, you feel a very strong psychological presence start to invade yours.
Oh no.
As this creature kind of like takes a step towards you, and you feel this just like psychic force overwhelm you, but you're able to fight back and ward it
Is
off.
it like a battle of like I'm
Yes.
thinking real hard at this thing,
Yeah.
and there's like some static energy going between us?
Yeah. So you're okay. But Biren, you go through the same thing and you lose this battle, and your intelligence score has dropped to 0. And you
Oh,
are
you're real dumb.
you are stunned
I'm not
Um,
the dumbest one.
and incapacitated.
Oh my.
So you have an intelligence of 0. You basically are a puppet.
Does do my shot glasses and Dr. Ink go away?
Yes, you can't do anything. You
Am
can't
I-
maintain anything.
Okay.
Dr. Ink just spills.
Yeah.
Like falls over
Yeah,
and spills.
he does the same thing where his eyes just go and then boo.
All right. Troy, it's your turn.
Okay. Is the one that just attacked Biren far enough away for me to shoot?
Nope,
Shoot at?
it's in between both of you and next to both of you, and it looks like it is preparing to pounce on a stunned Biren.
Okay.
It is rearing up to do something.
Okay.
Don't let it hump. Don't let it hump my leg.
All right. Well then, for my first attack, I unsheath one of my scimitars, and I'm gonna take a good swing. Try to slice it in half. Let's see, sorry, it's been a while with the scimitar. So 16 to hit,
Okay, that hits.
and then the damage is gonna be 9.
That's enough to kill this one. Biren is still
Thank Jesus.
similarly conditioned.
Dumb dumb.
Nice. Well, I don't unfortunately get to add to my 10 HP because it was with a scimitar. And then do I have a line of sight on the other one against poofers?
If you move up,
Okay.
but you can't attack with your bow right now. You'd have to run up and attack with your scimitar because you've already stowed a weapon, and that takes part of your movement.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna run up and just do like a fancy little jump flip over poofers, and then come down with the scimitar straight down into the brain.
Okay.
And ooh, yeah, I hit it. So I rolled a nat 18,
Yeah.
and then the damage on that is gonna be ouch, 4.
It is still up.
Super
Okay.
close.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna use my second wind. I'm sorry, not my second wind. My action surge. How does it look? Is it looking
It
Pretty
looks
bad.
really almost dead.
okay?
Look at that tiny
Uh,
little health bar.
I'm using my using my action surge, kind of grunting and visually frustrated that didn't work, and just take like another backhanded scimitar swing at it.
Okay.
And it was 19 to hit
Yeah.
for 5 damage.
Okay, that's enough to crush it into the ground as brain juices start to leak from all the stab wounds.
Ew.
It falls to the ground.
Okay, I'd like to slide over
I-
to Barry.
Callie immediately grabs Barry by the shoulders, slapping him. Just get a hold of yourself. Barry, you just got in 0. You just
He looks exceptionally dumb right now. It's just like
Did-
making a really stupid face.
Did I drink too much?
you can't talk.
Ah. Ah.
Yes, you did.
Ah.
And Callie looks extremely panicked and says, "We need to get him back to camp now."
Okay.
go.
Crap.
All right. I
Let's-
guess let's go. We said this was a contingency plan. We gotta move if we gotta move.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
That's it. That's the trigger.
So all of you help get Viren back to camp. You don't sense anything along your path back. You're very careful. So, as you're running back, Callie is explaining to you the nature of what you just encountered. They are known as intellect devourers. And they essentially consume, they devour intellect, and once they're able to incapacitate a creature, they can consume its brain itself and take control of the body. Meaning that if one had gotten its hands on Viren after this status had been inflicted, he would just be dead. However, the intelligence consequence is really hard to reverse. It's not just going to be cured by rest. So, you're going to have to figure out what to do when you get back to camp.
Okay.
That's-
I guess
Yeah.
we'll end it there.
We will end that.
Beer. I need beer. Wow. Cliffhanger. Okay.
All right.
Damn.
So, was Troy immune to those because they just didn't sense any intelligence?
Trogdor not
They
worried.
just looked at you. They like went,
Not worth it.
nah.
Nah, waste of time.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next Friday.
Bye. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.